Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this stream here as we have Monday Night Football. That's right, the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans are going to square off for this one. Josh Allen and company versus Derrick Henry and the Titans. And so we'll see who goes out there and who's able to get this win here on the primetime matchup. But yeah, kickoff is on the way. So we have a return from the Tennessee Titans here. They're at the 25-yard line. Looks like he made it to about the 25-yard line. There is a penalty, however, on the play. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. All right, so it's going to be a holding call against the Tennessee Titans. So, yeah, take away some from that return on that one. But yeah, make sure you guys let me know in the live chat section, who do you guys have winning this one? Are you rooting for the Tennessee Titans or the Buffalo Bills? And give me your final score projections as well. Meanwhile, we've got Ryan Tannehill lining up under center there. A.J. Brown goes in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to Derrick Henry. Tannehill's looking, throws it on the turf. There was nothing there. Great coverage on the play by the Buffalo Bills. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun formation. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. Derrick Henry's the back in the backfield with Tannehill. He takes a snap. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Buffalo stuffed him in the backfield. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Ball at the Titans' 9-yard line. Let's see. All right, Lewis, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And you say you like the underdog Tennessee. Okay, so you're rooting for Tennessee. What's your final score projection in this one? Meanwhile, let's see 3rd and 11. Tannehill in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Brown goes in motion. Now we've got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Bills sending 4. Tannehill, he's going to run. He pitches it to the tight end. And the tight end, he gets what looks like a 1st down for the Tennessee Titans. So what a play that was. The play broke down. Tannehill made something happen on that one, and that's going to result in a 1st down for the Tennessee Titans. If they're going to win this game, they need Ryan Tannehill to have his best game of the season. And let's see. Michael, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Let's see. You got the Buffalo Bills winning 36-24. Okay, so he says 36-24. All right, so definitely you can see that being a possibility. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, Ryan Tannehill, 1st and 10, takes a snap, tosses to Henry. Henry, he starts to get going. He gets the 2 yards. Once he gets going, it's hard to stop. So if you're Buffalo, you got to do your work early, prevent him from getting going early. And let's see. Lewis says, okay, so Lewis has the Titans winning 34-27. Okay, nice. That would be one heck of a game right there. I'm hoping that this one remains a close game throughout. Definitely want to see a good one in this one. Let's see. Michael says Marcus Mariota. And so good old Marcus Mariota used to be for the Tennessee Titans back in the day. Meanwhile, Tannehill up under center. Went back in the backfield. Fakes it to Henry. He throws it. And it is incomplete. Intended for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, they have not been able to get him going so far this season. Obviously, had a couple injuries already that he's coming back from. So it'd be really good if the Titans can get their star receivers going. It would help the football team. It would help a lot of fantasy football owners like myself who happen to have A.J. Brown on their roster. So we'll see what comes to go throughout this game. But certainly it would be good if Ryan Tannehill can get those guys involved. Here we go, 3rd and 8. They converted last time. This time they get it back in the backfield with him in the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Buffalo showing pressure. Ryan Tannehill takes a snap. Buffalo sending 4. Throws the ball. It's incomplete. Incomplete. They were aiming for, let's see, that was Wallace that made the play on that one. That's going to be incomplete, and the Titans are going to have to punt the ball here from their own Tennessee 22-yard line. 80s, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And you said, go Bills. What's your final score projection in this one? Absolutely. And right on cue. Right on cue. We have Mike as well on the call here. And you say, thank you, 80s. There you go. So there you go. Appreciate you guys so much for the support, guys. Meanwhile, we have a punt by the Tennessee Titans. Will we get a return by Buffalo? There's going to be a return. Let's see what he does. He's at the 20. Gets brought down at about the 21-yard line. So Josh Allen and company will take their first snap of the game, 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 21-yard line after that punt. So it seems like we've got the crew here early, and they're ready for this Monday Night Football game. Make sure you guys remember to press the thumbs up button. And anybody that is new that's watching, if you're not subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys so much for coming through. And let's see, Mike says, Isaiah McKenzie is a great wide receiver. And there you have it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally agree with that one. Absolutely. And let's see, Big Boy says, where is Marcus Mariota? And so, yeah, Marcus Mariota, he is with the Las Vegas Raiders. He's the backup quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. I believe Marcus Mariota should be back now from his injury. I know he got hurt on one play that they ran for him. It was like a quarterback keeper, and he had a big gain on it, but he was hurt, so he missed the last couple of weeks. But yeah, he's the backup quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. I know Nathan Peterman's been getting that role, but now Marcus Mariota should be back from his injury, so he should be quarterback number 2. I think last that I read up on that. So yeah, he's with the Las Vegas Raiders. I appreciate you for coming through for the stream, big boys. Absolutely appreciate you. And let's see, Mike says, have we seen the man, Gabriel Davis? I know we mentioned Gabriel Davis last time. You said he's better than any receiver on the Pats, Dolphins, and Jets. And so he's definitely got some talent. I'll say that for him. And so absolutely, absolutely looking forward to seeing him here as Buffalo is going to get their first chance with the ball here. So let's see if my man, Gabriel Davis, can make a play. And so let's see. Mike says, Big Boy Mariota is backing up the fantastic MV Peterman. If only that was the case. That is not the case. Peterman is backing him up. That is the case. Let's see. 80 says, you're welcome, Mike. And so there we go. We've got the whole crew here. Glad to have you guys here. Off to a strong start already. Buffalo defense came out, had the Titans punt the ball. So now let's see what the Bills can do to get things started here. Looking at Buffalo's schedule, obviously they have the bye week coming up. So after this game, they're going to have some of the easier, well, I shouldn't say easier team, because basically any team right now in the AFC East would be considered easy for Buffalo. Meanwhile, Buffalo takes a snap, fakes to the back, throws it. That's Cole Beasley. That's going to be a pickup of 9 yards on the play. So right off the bat, a 9-yard completion for Josh Allen. 2nd and 1. So it'll be ball at the 30-yard line. All right, so out of the shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the play. Allen takes a snap, hands it to Devin Singletary. Singletary, he gets a yard. That's going to be a first down for the Buffalo Bills. Ball at the 31-yard line. So again, that's 1st and 10, ball at the Buffalo 31-yard line. Josh Allen and company have a whole new set of downs to work with after that 1-yard carry by Devin Singletary. All right, here we go. This will be 1st and 10. Josh Allen's going to line up in the shotgun here. You've got about 5 receivers, 4 towards the bottom of the screen. Allen takes a snap. Titans are sending 4. Throws the ball. That's Stephon Diggs. He's got the first down. Gains about 12 yards on the completion. And we know it's Stephon Diggs, what he brings to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, once Diggs get going, it's going to be a long day for the defense once he gets going. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 3 receivers on the play. Cole Beasley's in motion. Allen in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He's running. He's feeling the pressure. And he's going to get out of bounds there after gaining about 3 yards on the scramble. That's going to make it 2nd and 7. Ball at the Buffalo 46-yard line. I saw that comment there, 80s. Let's see. Freedom Depth Relief, thank you so much for joining the stream again, man. Glad to have you here. And you say go Buffalo Bills. You say 40-30. So you're anticipating a high-scoring game. I would love to see a high-scoring game tonight. And I think we are going to get a high-scoring game. Let's see. Allen up under center. 3 receivers on the play. 1 back in the backfield is Singletary. He takes a snap. Hands it to Singletary. Singletary, he's running. He's still on his feet. He gets the first down and then some. Look at this. 14 yards on the carry. If only he can keep that going for my fantasy team. We're in a 16-person league before anybody judges me for having this man on my fantasy team. But yeah, appreciate you for coming through, Freedom. Let's see. Mike says, I was up. I could not sleep, tossing and turning, all frustrated, racking my mind. Who could possibly give Allen on my Bills a challenge? I'm telling you, it's those Baltimore Ravens. That's who you want. That's who you want right now, the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun formation, let's see. We've got 4 receivers on the play. Allen takes a snap. Titans send pressure up the middle. Allen's having to run. He's looking. Pump fakes. He's going to gain some yards on the scramble. And he turns that into what looks like about a good 4 yards on the scramble there. So that's going to make his 2nd down coming up. So here we go. 2nd down. Allen looks like he's going to line up in the shotgun formation again. Again, Singletary's the back in the backfield. They've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end on the play. So out of the shotgun, Allen takes a snap, fakes it to the back, throws it. That's Beasley again. And Beasley gets the first down. That's a pickup of about maybe 12, 13 yards on the play. There's just so many things that Josh Allen can do for a team. I mean, obviously, we know he can throw the ball. He's got a strong arm, really strong arm, which complements Buffalo well, especially sometimes when you got to throw against the wind. He can run the ball, so it opens up so many things, not just for him, but if he runs an RPO, so many things you can do with Josh Allen and company back there. Line up in the shotgun again. 3 wide receivers on the play. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it. And he gains a good about 7 yards on the carry. So Josh Allen not afraid to lower them shoulders and pick up 7 yards on the play. And let's see. 80 says that Stephon Diggs is better than any Pats receiver. 80s, that wasn't even a question there. I know you're coming from my team right now, but that wasn't a question. I mean, not only that, he's better than any person on my fantasy team as well. That's how good he is right now. I don't have a receiver that can match him. He fakes it. He throws it. That's Stephon Diggs again for the completion. But I do see a penalty there, so let's see what this penalty is going to be. I'm thinking it's defensive offside, so let's see what the refs say. Yep, that's offside on the defense there. No need to accept that. Decline that one. Look at Mike Vrabel's face. Mike Vrabel's like he wish he was out there playing linebacker right now for the Tennessee Titans. And let's see, Mike says, can anyone stop Air Allen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's not a football in defense that I can, not a defense in football that I can think of that can stop this man that comes to mind. All right, went back in the backfield here. Allen up under center this time. Takes it. He's bootlegging. He's looking. He throws it. That's Singletary. Singletary makes a couple guys miss here. All right, that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on the play. I like it. Keep it going. And this is still the first drive of the game for the Buffalo Bills here. They've ran about, let's see, 10 plays here so far in this one. Let's see, 2nd and 6. All right, let's see what Buffalo does here. 10 plays, 71 yards, 5 minutes, and 25 seconds in terms of time of possession so far in this one. So an excellent first drive for Buffalo. Takes it, hands it to the back. This time it's Zach Moss, his first carry of the game. Zach Moss, he gets a good 3 yards there. Mike says, good call on Singletary run, JB. Absolutely. My man needs to get more carries. Let's see. Mike says when Allen scores touchdown, 1 if by air, 2 if by land, 3 if it goes air, Allen mode. And so all the above, actually. I think he'll find a way to do all 3 in one play. But here we go. 3rd and 3 out of the shotgun. 4 receivers on the play. Takes the snap. He's looking. He's looking. He's moving. He's moving. Making guys miss. Uh-oh. He looks like he wants to run, but the linebacker's there. He throws it on the turf. Good job there. No need to take that hit there. Just go ahead. 4th and 3. Incomplete there. And that's absolutely huge for the Tennessee Titans on that one. That time, they were able to generate pressure without having to send an extra guy on the pass rush. They sent 4, and that 4, Allen had to move around and try to find some guys that were open there. And as you can see, those guys were guarded pretty good there. And so he was moving around. He thought he had something, but 54 turned on the Jets, took that away, ended up saying, you know what, let me just throw this away. Good job by Josh Allen by not trying to force something in there and turn it over. No need to do that. We know Buffalo's going to put up points in this one. Field goal attempt is good. 24 yards is good. So Buffalo gets the first points of the night, and they're up 3-0 on that one. But after the long drive that they had, 13 plays, 74 yards to come away with a field goal, I consider that a win right there for the Tennessee Titans defense on that one. Mike says, 80s, how good do you think Diggs is strictly in comparison to the Patriots? And so, hey, let's leave the Patriots out of this one, guys. Let's leave the Patriots out of this one. And let's see. Mike says, sorry, JB Singletary got stuff like Chuba Hubbard. Hey, Hubbard's been getting some fantasy points, and he's going to have to get some fantasy points because Christian McCaffrey, who knows when we'll see him return. And let's see. Mike says that Moss is worse. Moss is taking those carries away from Singletary near the goal line. That is hurting. That's why I can't start him in fantasy football, for that purpose right there. 80 says to Air Allen, I like the sound of that, Mike. And so, hey, he earned it. We saw it live. He earned it against Kansas City. That's how you make a name for yourself. Let's see. Mike says, I had this game close. Henry is no joke. Is Molino playing? That is a very good question. Let me see real quick. 1 second. Let's see. I'll have to take a moment and see if I can see if he's actually playing or not. Let's see. 80 says Diggs is another level from the Pats, Mike. And so, hey, come on now. 80s. I guess the question should be 80s. Is there a person on the Eagles that's on the same level as Diggs? It's not just us. Believe us. It's not just us. There's a lot of teams around the league that doesn't have a guy like Diggs. Diggs, he's special in what he can do. We saw that last year. Let's see. Mike says, if you took all the receivers from the Pats plus Miami and even add Jets receivers, does not equate Gabe Davis. And so that's a stretch now. That's a stretch. If you take out the Dolphins from that statement, I probably would agree with that one. But yeah, Parker and company, I don't know about that. And then obviously Will Fuller's been hurt this year, so it's hard to comment on him and stuff. But that's a big shot at the rest of the AFC East there, Mike. Big shot, but we've got nobody that can argue or fight with that, so we'll have to take that for now. We will have to take that for now. Let's see. All right, let's see. Bills announced. All right, so I just checked the inactive list, and I don't see Molino on the inactive list, so he should be out there for the Bills for this game. All right, so we have a return here. Let's see. It's going to take it all the way to the Titans' 20-yard line. So we'll get to see the Tennessee Titans come out again here, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Make that 21-yard line. And let's see. Yeah, today's inactives. Let's see. We've got obviously running back Matt Breida, defensive end that AJ Epinesa, offensive lineman Tommy Doyle, defensive tackle Vernon Butler, and defensive end Boogie Basham as well. So those are your inactives for the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, you have Ryan Tannehill up under center. Takes a snap. Hands it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry falls forward for a good 3 yards on the carry. And let's see, 80 says, I could have went to this game, but had a work thing. And so, oh man, you end up missing up on that for missing out because of that. Gotcha. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Tannehill up under center. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Fakes it to the back. He throws it. Oh, Derrick Henry fell on the play. That would have been a nice one if he could have caught that. I think that would have really got him going. So that's really tough. Let's see. Mike says, Bill secondary garbage. Levi Wallace, the $1 million man. Teron Johnson and Trey White falling off 2 years in a row. I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes would say that that's not the case in terms of them being absolute garbage. But, I mean, Bill's defense has been playing pretty good so far. But there is a flag on the play. On the offense, shooting themselves in the foot here. Ineligible man downfield. That's how you shoot yourself in the foot there. So that's what happened on the play and why he fell. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. No backs in the backfield. You've got 3 receivers, 2 tight ends. Buffalo showing pressure. They only send 4. Tannehill moves around. The pressure's on his ankles. He throws it. He's going deep to nobody. Absolutely nobody, guys. So, yeah. Let's see. Mike says Molino is key linebacker if we're gonna win and stop Henry. And so, yeah. 80 says, JB, how good is Derrick Henry? How good is Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry is so good that at the end of each season, at least the last 3 seasons, he's always in that MVP conversation. Matter of fact, if someone's going to win it outside of quarterback and maybe outside of receiver, it's definitely Derrick Henry. I mean, he's just that good. He's good enough to where he can carry a team. You know, most teams, their quarterbacks carry them, but he carries his Titans offense. I know they've got A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, but he's still the man of this offense. Meanwhile, what a return by McKenzie there. So, yeah, I mean, he's as good as it gets. I mean, the sheer power that Derrick Henry plays with, he's like a freight train. Once you get him going, good luck trying to get in front of him and trying to stop him. I mean, once he gets things going, my goodness. And so, yeah, absolutely, Mike. Yep. I didn't realize he was out either until I went to the inactive list. So, absolutely. But let's see what this penalty is going to be. And the referees, they're still discussing what they want to go with here. Let's see. Mike says, JB, let me just add, you're a good guy for humoring me, but you remember the Pro Bowl safety duel? And so, yeah, I remember we had those conversations. And so, all right, so the penalty is declined for personal foul. All right, so a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick there. So offensive holding penalty on Buffalo there. So, yeah, a bunch of penalties on the play. All right, here we go. So Mike says, I don't like how Tannehill does not have to face the boogie. I mean, hey, I mean, my man had a hard time against the Jets out there. So get a man a break. He had a hard time against the Jets out there. But, yeah. I mean, I really want to see Derrick Henry get going in this game because I would love to see the Henry getting going. Like I'm talking about like 100% having his peak performance versus this Buffalo team, to see Josh Allen at his best as well, and to see them two just going back and forth. That would be the kind of game that I think would be a win for all of us if we can see that happen tonight. And so Mike says, forgot to do the thumbs ups. And so, yeah, appreciate you for remembering there. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure we get the thumbs up going in this one. You know, definitely appreciate you guys for coming out here for this Monday Night Football game. And so, yeah, when we come back from the commercial, Buffalo will have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 21-yard line. And we're still in the first quarter here. We've got 5 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first. So, yeah, appreciate you guys and all the thumbs up. And anybody that's watching this new, make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel. We do these play-by-plays. Tomorrow night will be the opening NBA night. So it'll be the first time that we're adding a Tuesday night stream to this since the NBA playoffs when I first got started early in my YouTube journey. So, yeah, it'll be the first basketball stream that I'll be doing here in terms of the play-by-play. So definitely make sure you guys make a note of that as well. All right, let's see. And let's see, Mike says, is Reggie Gilliam tight end fullback in? And so I think I saw him earlier, and I want to say that he is. I think I glanced at him, but I'll have to pay attention here. All right, so here we go. Buffalo about to get another chance with that. I mean, the last time they had like 11 plays that they ran for 74 yards, but just fell short near the end zone there in terms of getting in the end zone. Had to settle for 3 points. So let's see how they're going to look against this Titans defense coming up. All right, Josh Allen takes a snap, throws it to the back. This time it's Zach Moss. Zach Moss gets tripped up there. He gains about a good 3 yards on the play. Let's see. Lewis says the under 53.5 looking good right now. So absolutely. But we will see. Obviously, a long way to go. But yeah, I mean, this first quarter is going by fast, guys, really fast. And a lot of that has to do with the Buffalo Bills' last drive in which they just took a lot of plays off of that one. Allen up under center, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Hand to the back. That's Zach Moss. And Zach Moss, he's met in the backfield. Lost about a good 3 yards on the play. So that's going to make it 3rd and 10 coming up here from the Bills' 21-yard line. And so if this Titans defense can come out and get a stop here, that'll be big for them in terms of the field position in this game. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, you want to get the first down here. And so Mike says, Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, Pro Bowl dual safety. The Pro Bowl dual, yeah, so there you go. 3rd and 10 out of the shotgun. 4 receivers on the play. Titans, they're showing possibly sending 4. They do send 4. Josh Allen's looking. Oh, and he's sacked. He's met by about 2, maybe even 3 Titans on the play. They sacked him for 8 yards there. So that's going to be 4th and 18. They got to punt the ball from their own 13-yard line. So 3 plays, negative 8 yards. And so Mike says, what was Brian DeBoll? What will he dial up? And so you need to dial up more protection for Josh Allen on that play. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for him. Let's see. Mike says running back Breda in. No, Breda is out. He was on the inactive list for this one, so he's out for this game. All right, punt is on the way. Mike says Moss is terrible. We're going to get a return here. Oh, he throws it, but that's a forward pass. But he's running. He's at the 50, 45, all the way to about the 42. But that's a penalty, my guy. That's a penalty. At least act like it was a lateral pass. Like you can't throw it in front like that, buddy. I get you want to you want to show off your arm strength, but that's not the way to do it. But I like the creativity there that they tried to do on that one. Don't like the execution of it. What do you mean that looks like? That was a forward pass. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, thank you. It was definitely a forward pass. Come on, man. Trust your eyes sometimes. That was clearly a forward pass. Mike Vrabel looks like he has a lot on his mind right now. He really does. Like I guess he did not really want to have this matchup, but Mike Vrabel looks like he got a lot on his mind right now. Yeah, clearly a forward pass. Let's see. 80 says, Josh Allen is what Carson Wentz could be. I don't. I mean, the 1 year that he had that was great. That year, yeah. But good try, 80s. Good try on that one. That good try. And so let's see. 80 says trick play. And so you had to trust your eyes. And so sometimes you gotta, let's not overthink things. I mean, it's clearly we saw the ball moving forward. Sometimes they say if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, sometimes it's actually a duck. Sometimes trust your eyes out there, So yeah, they're talking about it might be. No, it clearly was a forward pass. Let's not overcomplicate things. Mike says they tried to mock the Bills' Music City forward pass. They did a bad job at it, but yeah, I like the fact that they did take history into account there and they did try. So I like the play call there, because who would have thought about that? If I'm on special team, that's the last thing that's on my mind right now. If I'm Buffalo trying to just cover that punt, so I definitely seen the potential there, but they wasted an opportunity because old dude decided to throw it forward. He thought he was QB1 for a minute. So yeah, everybody wants their moment, I guess. 80 says, Wentz is, 28, 6'5". Allen is 25, 6'5". Both ran the 40 the same. I did not know they both ran the same 40. Interesting. That is very interesting. Good comparison then. And so, yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. And as Mike would put it, both of those guys came from schools that aren't considered NFL farm schools, I guess you can say as well. So there you go. And so 80 says, but Allen is way better. Way better. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, here we are right now. We are at the commercial right now. They should be returning any second now. All right, so here we go. You got Ryan Tannehill up under center. Derrick Henry's the back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. They've got a heavy set out there. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He throws it. And now Derrick Henry with the reception. That's going to be about 8 yards, but there is a penalty on the play if this is on the Titans again. Let's see what they call. All right, let's see what the penalty is. All right, they say defensive holding. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't need to hold A.J. Brown. There's a lot of us that have this man on our fantasy football team. We need this man to get every look that he can get. There's no need to hold A.J. Brown right now. No need to do that. No need to do that. 80 says he thought he was QB1. Hello. He really did out there. He really did. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Tannehill's lined up under center here. You've got two receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Fullback goes in motion. Henry's the back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Tosses to Henry. Henry's following the fullback. He cuts up. That's going to be a good, 3 yards on the carry. Making it 2nd and 7. Ball at the Titans' 37-yard line. All right, so let's see if they're going to run here on 2nd down. All right, so they line up in the shotgun here. Trips at the bottom of the screen. Henry's the back in the backfield next to Tannehill. See if it goes in motion. Takes a snap. Tannehill looking, throws it, and it's caught by Julio Jones. So that's definitely a good sign if you're rooting for the Tennessee Titans there. You want to see these wide receivers get involved. They are too good to not be more involved than they already are. So here we are, 3rd and 2. When you've got a back like Derrick Henry, there's so many things that you can do with him in the backfield. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. Tannehill, he's making adjustments right now. Communicating the play. Let's see what they go with. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Bills are sending forward. Tannehill looking. He throws it. And it's picked off. Picked off by the Buffalo Bills. What an interception. My goodness. Takes it all the way to the Tennessee Titans. 48-yard line. I mean, he gifted them with that interception on that play. He threw it right to the man, basically. I mean, what was he thinking on the play? I mean, the safety made a good jump, but you got to see the safety there. What are we doing? I've seen this too often from Tannehill this season. Let's see. Show me the replay. He just throws it up. He just throws it up. I mean, my man Julio Jones, he's off the wrong foot, so he can't even make a play on the ball. And that's an easy interception there. Easy interception. I think Mike could have picked that one off. Let's see. 80 says INT. So now Allen and company off the turnover in the shotgun. You know they want to take advantage of this. If I'm them, I take a deep shot right now. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers on the play, got a tight end, and Singletary's in. Fake it to Singletary. Allen moving around. Allen looking. Pump fakes. Throws it. That's the tight end, Knox. And Knox lowers his shoulders. He fights for the first down. This man is playing with heart out there this season. Gain of 11 yards on the play. And so Michael says, yeah, sure did. I picked it off. So there you go. Michael says he'll take the credit for it. It was gifted to him. Look at that. 10 interceptions this season. Second in the NFL, that secondary for the Buffalo Bills. All right, so here we go. Allen in the shotgun. You've got 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Singletary's the back in the backfield. Titans, they're showing pressure. They send pressure. They hand it to Singletary. Singletary, look at him. Okay, a nice pickup there on the play. Gains about a good 7 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 30-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Buffalo's up 3-0 in this one, but they're moving the ball fresh off that turnover there. And we'll see if the Bills can finish with a touchdown or if the Tennessee Titans defense can bail them out here. But yeah, Ryan Tannehill cannot. This is not the team that you need to get the turnover to in this situation. Ryan Tannehill has got to protect the football in somehow, some way. You know, I know they don't have the same offensive coordinator they had last year, but they have to find some way to put Ryan Tannehill in a position that he can succeed out there and get your boys Julio Jones and A.J. Brown the ball. You know, there's no reason why at the end of the first quarter, you got Julio Jones with 1 reception for 5 yards. You got A.J. Brown, no receptions, no yards. I can't even get a decent trade for this man in fantasy football right now. So I have to hold on to him because I feel bad if I traded this man for nothing. But I can't get a decent trade for A.J. Brown in fantasy football right now because the Titans won't utilize these guys properly. I don't know what's going on. But clearly losing their offensive coordinator to the Falcons, you know, he became their head coach. And so, yeah, Arthur Smith. And so, yeah, they're definitely missing him, I think, at offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans this season. But so far in this one, Josh Allen, he is 7 of 8, 57 yards through the air, only sacked once. He also on the ground has 3 carries for 13 yards. You look at Ryan Tannehill, 2 out of 8. This is coming from a man in the last couple seasons, ever since he left the Dolphins, he has been pretty good in terms of completion percentage. So this is really the first year that seems to be a struggle for him this year with the Tennessee Titans. And so, yeah, but 2 of 8, 16 yards through the air, 1 interception. You got to play better than that. Derrick Henry, 4 carries, 8 yards. And then you've got for Buffalo, Devin Singletary's got 3 carries, 22 yards. Want to see him continue to get those touches. Zach Moss, 2 carries, 0 yards. And that one, feel bad for anybody to start this man in fantasy football if this continues. But there you go. I mean, this game is currently 3-0. And let's see what Buffalo can do when we come back from the commercial. Mike says, amateur hour out there for this Titans coach. And so, I mean, Mike is upset, guys. Mike cannot sleep at night because he's like, who's going to be the team to challenge his Buffalo Bills? He just wants somebody to challenge them, honestly. So here we go. Josh Allen takes a snap, fakes it to Singletary. He's looking. He throws it to Singletary. Singletary makes the first guy, tries to make a miss. Good job there with the 6-yard completion on the play. Keep him in, coach. Keep Singletary in. Let's see, Mike says, did Micah Hyde get his yet? And so in terms of, you mean an interception this season or just in this one right here? And so just a little bit more clarity on that one. I don't think Hyde has a tackle yet on the stat sheet yet. Meanwhile, Allen out of the shotgun takes it. He's looking. He throws it incomplete. It looks like it was deflected at the line. Someone probably got a hand on that one, I'm guessing. But here we go. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the Titans' 24-yard line. Let's see. Let's see. Mike says, oh, his pick yet tonight? Not tonight. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. That one went to, Poyer, I think? So, not yet. All right, so here we go to the shotgun. Takes it. Hands it to the back. No, that's actually the receiver. McKenzie on the carry for 5 yards there. So that's going to make it 3rd and 5 at the Titans' 19-yard line. Can the Titans again hold the Buffalo Bills to a field goal? If they can, that would be absolutely huge. That would really help this offense out. Or can Buffalo get their first touchdown of the night? Here we go, 3rd and 5. This is big. 3rd and 5. I expect him to go through the air. Allen's looking. Titans pressure up the middle. Throws it. And what a completion by Diggs. Titans sent pressure up the middle. Guys came in unblocked, but Josh Allen able to find his number 1 target, Stephon Diggs, for the completion. Mike says, Allen throwing bad tonight, shaking off Russ. You know when he is on. And so, we know how he looks when he gets on. But that can happen at any second. Let's see, Mike says McKenzie at running back. And so, yeah, using my man very creatively out there. Very creatively. So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball at the Titans' 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Allen takes a snap. Fakes it to Singletary. He throws it. Incomplete. He was aiming for Davis on the play. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. You know what that means. Defensive PI. On the defense. Yeah, Mike Vrabel is not amused in this game for some reason. Let's see. Mike says, come on, G's beats his touchdown. And so that's going to make it 1st and goal. Ball at the Tennessee 5-yard line. Allen up under center this time. Tight end goes in motion. They hand it to him. He's looking. He has the end. That's a touchdown, but there is a penalty. So let's hold off here. And Knox, careful there. Careful there. Don't want to hurt your ankle on that play. Careful there. See if the referees they're signaling a hold here. So that means it's probably going to be an offensive hold. They're showing Emmanuel Sanders. That's never good. That means the hold's probably on him. Holding on the offense. That's Emmanuel Sanders on the hold. So because of that hold, you take away the touchdown. Let me see. Mike says disrespectful to Sir Gabe Davis. There you go. All right, here we go. Goal line. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Zach Moss. Allen looking, throws it. That's caught McKenzie, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the play. So that's going to make it 2nd and goal at the Tennessee Titans, 12-yard line. Again, this drive, 7 plays, 36 yards, 3 minutes and 1 second to turn the time of possession. We're in the 2nd quarter, and we have, 12 minutes and about 30 seconds on the clock. All right, here we go. Let's see if Allen can lead this team into the end zone. 2nd and goal. 3 receivers on the play. 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. That back is Moss. They hand it to Moss. That's going to be a pickup of 2 yards on the carry, making it 3rd and goal. All right, so here we go. Big 3rd down here. All right, so they're trying to call the play. Obviously, this game is down there in Tennessee, so you know the fans are going to be loud right now, trying to make sure that Buffalo cannot hear the play. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. No backs in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Titans send forward. Allen's looking. Allen throws. That's a pass that he's got that he normally would make, I feel like. How did he not get that one? Wow. It was there. It was a small window, but that's normally a throw that he would hit. Oh, man. Just off. Those two are normally on the same page there, but just missed it. Right off his hand there. It went off his hand, so you touch it, you got to catch it. Oh, man. Let's see. Mike says, Bush League coaching JB, and so there you go. All right, 4th and goal. 28-yard attempt is right down the middle. That's good. That's good. So the Bills are up 6-0 in this one. So Tennessee defense, 2 times that they've had them in their red zone, 2 times holding them to a field goal. So great job for the Tennessee Titans to hold them to a field goal. If you're the Buffalo Bills, you left some points on the table on that one. And Mike says, Emmanuel Sanders, shoot, I forgot he was on the team. You want him 80s? And so don't give him the 80s. Give him to the Pats, man. We can use him. We can use him. Mike says, Pro Bowl tackle, Deion Dawkins, good push. Gotta love your Pro Bowlers on the line. Mike says that he ducked right to Diggs' hands. Good call, JB. So, yeah, right to his hand. But, I mean, that's one that those two normally would convert on. Mike says Tyler Bass is dependable. And so, yeah, absolutely wish I had him in my fantasy league, especially if this is going to turn into a field goal type of game. And Mike says, 80s, where are you 80s? And so, do we have to put another search watch out for him? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. I think we lost him somewhere along the line of that interception that Buffalo had got off of Tennessee. Absolutely. Let's see. All right. So 80 says he's here making dinner. Okay. So, yeah, dinner's on the 80s tonight. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Mike says, winged and dangerous. There we go. Beware of blue cheese. And so 80's okay. So he'll be listening. All right. Appreciate you there. But yeah, so currently Buffalo is up 6-0 in this one over the Titans, just converted on the field goal. And yeah, good. This is actually, very good stops here for the Tennessee Titans, holding Buffalo's offense out of the end zone, holding them to 6 points. But they're going to have to get stuff going on their own offense here. They're going to have to find a way to get Derrick Henry involved, and not just him. A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, they're going to need all 3 of those guys in this one, which means Ryan Tannehill got to do a much better job moving forward. And 80s took time to say no wings. He wants to specify no wings tonight. So wings are not being had tonight. All right, so we got a return here. Let's see. Takes it to about the Tennessee 24-yard line. So we're going to have 1st and 10 for the Titans at the Tennessee 24-yard line. All right, let's see what happens. Important that they go ahead and get Derrick Henry going on this one. Let's see. One back in the backfield. All right, they've got about 3 receivers. Tight end goes in motion. Tannehill up under center. Brown goes in motion this time. Buffalo defense is moving around. Takes a snap. Hands to King Henry. He's running. He's running. He's still running. He's running. Look at that speed. My goodness. The 40, 30, 20, 10. In the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's 76 yards up the middle for Derrick Henry. doing what we've seen him do so many times. This is what he can do. He's always that home run hitter. Once he gets going, my goodness, good luck trying to stop him. But there, you got to see that burst. That's why I say he's like a train. He's got the power, but once he gets going downhill, my goodness, Derrick Henry adding life to the first half here for the Tennessee Titans. My goodness, what a play. You never know when this man's going to pop off. He's always that X factor on each and every play. My goodness. Wow. I am not going to lie. That speed right there, I mean, he got moving. He went 0 to 100 real quick on that one. And now we're about to see the PAT attempt to give the Titans the lead. PAT is up, and it's good. So there you have it, Tennessee. And once you let Derrick Henry get that big burst, it's a wrap. He's going to be a problem for the rest of the game. So good luck trying to stop him. You have to do your work early when you play Derrick Henry. Don't let him get those big runs, because once he does, he's a different animal. That's when you see those nasty stiff arms in which they saw last year with Josh Norman. He saw what that looked like last year. And so, my goodness, what a play. What a play. And let's see, Mike says, I need Gregory Rousseau to do his thing. JB and Edward Oliver, what score did you have? I had it extremely close. And so, yeah, I actually had Buffalo. I think, yeah, the score half of Buffalo and Tennessee was Buffalo 44, Tennessee 20. So clearly I was in the wrong. I'm probably going to be in the wrong when this is said and done. It's going to be a very close one, but it's too late to change that now. So we'll see. But, yeah, that's what I had in that one. I had Buffalo winning 44-20. Mike says, I will, let's see, enunciate the almost impossible names that took me years to learn. Like, I appreciate that, because, I mean, it's a struggle for me over here. It is a struggle. So, yeah, let's do that. Mike says, yep, not unexpected. Henry is phenomenal. Absolutely. It's incredible what he does. And, I mean, obviously, when he first came into the league, he didn't have that instant success in terms of being able to do that at that level. But once he got it going around year 3, year 4, that's when he really took off. And so King Henry, he's out there dominating. Nobody wants to tackle him. And, my goodness, when he gets it going, fun to watch. Absolutely fun to watch. And so, yeah, but definitely anybody that's watching this stream, let me know who you guys have winning this one. We've got a close one here, 7-6. Seeing some good things here from both teams, seeing some stuff that both teams can improve upon. But definitely loving this right now, as this is a good game, and it's going to continue to be a good game, I think, throughout the rest of the night. Let's see, Mike says, where was Bill's defensive tackle star, Latul Lele? And so that's a good question. We might have to put a search party out for him, honestly, on that one. But, the way King Henry hit that middle, I mean, there was nobody to meet him when he hit that middle. And so after that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Let's see, Mike says, I had it extremely close because Henry is crazy good. That's right. He is crazy good. He is crazy good. The only reason why I had to score like it was that I thought Buffalo offense would come out, get things going early to where they wouldn't have an opportunity to really run the ball like that later in the second half. But because Buffalo's offense is settling for 3 points and not really getting to the end zone like that, that completely changes the narrative of this game. Completely. Kick is on the way. We're going to get a return here. Let's see what McKenzie can do. 10, 15, 20, 25 to about the 28-yard line. So you're going to take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. All right, so here we go. Allen up under center. Got a fullback and a back in the backfield. 2 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. That's Singletary. He's met by a crowd, but look at that push by the line. Thanks to that push, he's going to gain a yard on the play. Let's see. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9. Allen in the shotgun. You've got 5 receivers on the play. Allen takes a snap. He's looking, pump fakes, makes the first guy, tries to make a miss, but that's going to be a sack. That's going to be a sack on the play. There is a penalty. They're still all over Josh Allen. The play is clearly dead. Oh, there's some pushing and shoving going on. Allen's exchanging some words here. Let's see. Mike says, nailed it, JB, on former Panther star last name. It's not every day I nail it, so appreciate that. All right, let's see what these penalties are. You know how the referees tend to get the guy that reacts. Mike says, why am I happy Henry scored to make game a challenge? Because, Mike, for some reason, you've forgotten what it's been like all those times to see your team struggle. And now that you guys are winning, you're not appreciating it the way that you should. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. When my Patriots were undefeated that year at Moss and Company, I did not want anybody to score at all. At all. All right, so that's the penalty on Tennessee on sportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards, tack it on, and they gift them 15 extra yards and a first down. You make a good play, and then you do something stupid like that in a big game like this. You know how important this game is, but you let your head get the best of you there, and you make a stupid play. I couldn't be a coach. I'd take him out right now. I couldn't be Mike Vrabel. I would take him out right now. I need guys out there that's going to do the right thing, and they're going to be smart about it afterwards. Meanwhile, Buffalo's in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Tennessee sending forward. Throws it to the back. That's Singletary. Singletary lowers his shoulders. Gains about 3 yards on the reception. Mike says the Titans good receiver in on Jets. And so you said good receiver in on the Jets. 2nd and 7. Let's see. Mike said, you're talking about Corey Davis. And so, yeah, Corey Davis. He had that one great year that last year. He really did. That's why I picked him up on one of my fantasy teams. He's like flipping a coin. He's either going to get me 26 points or he's going to get me 2 points. Never know. Mike says lay him the quarterback. Absolutely. All right, so out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. We're at 2nd and 7 here. 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Allen takes a snap, throws the ball, and it's caught. That's Emmanuel Sanders. Mike says, act like you've been there, amateur hour. Absolutely, Mike. That is, come on, guys. Use your head here. You know what's going to happen if you respond. All right, so we've got a Titans player down right now. And that is Farley, actually their first-round pick. So, yeah, Caleb Farley is the injured Tennessee Titan right now. Definitely hope that he's okay, guys. Definitely hope that he's okay. And, yes, so while the medical staff will check on Caleb Farley right now, let's see where we are right now statistically in this game. So, yeah, Josh Allen and company. Josh Allen, he's 12 of 15, so 12 completions out of 15 attempts, 97 yards in this one. No touchdowns, but no interceptions. He's been sacked twice in this one. Ryan Tannehill, 2 completions out of 8 attempts for just 16 yards. And we're in the second quarter, 9 minutes and 25 seconds for just 16 yards, 1 interception. However, due to Derrick Henry, he had that big burst. So now he's got 5 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. That makes him average 16.8 yards a carry. And due to that 76-yard run that he had on the previous drive in which they scored a touchdown. Meanwhile, for the Buffalo Bills, collectively as a team, they have 11 carries for 43 yards. Devin Singletary, he's got 4 carries, 23 yards. Josh Allen, 3 carries, 13 yards. Zach Moss, 3 carries for just 2 yards. And Isaiah McKenzie has 1 carry for 5 yards in this one. And still, at this point of the game, A.J. Brown, still no receptions. Julio Jones still 1 catch for 5 yards. And so I feel bad for anybody that banked on these guys in fantasy football. Yeah, this is definitely a tough one. Mike says, you know something, JB? When I was 2 hours in waiting on my chili Southwest rolls, I saw Mac throw a bad pass, and I saw his face. He grabbed his helmet, and I thought he is a competitive. He cares. He does care about that. I'm glad that you mentioned that. It shows that he does care. Not just that, the stuff you hear about in the preseason, of how much he's watching film. He wants to be better. He understands that where he's at right now, he has to continue to improve. But he is A-okay with putting in the work and the time that it takes. That's why Bill Belichick feels comfortable with him in a quarterback. And you saw he came back. How do you respond from a pick six? You throw the deepest pass he threw all game. That's how you respond from that. So for a touchdown too. That was fantastic. Not gonna lie, that was amazing to watch. So I see we got 7 people on now. Let's make sure we get the thumbs up going here for sure. If you're somebody new, do subscribe to the channel. Definitely wishing the best for Caleb Fairley as well in his injury, and that he's able to return sometime soon, and it's nothing serious. Meanwhile, Allen completes it to Emmanuel Sanders for 19 yards. Now the ball's at the Titans' 16-yard line. They've been here a couple times, had to settle for some field goals. Can they finish in the end zone for a touchdown? I feel like both offenses are waking up right now. What a pass there by Emmanuel Sanders. Heck, he cost my fantasy football team last week when he had that one extra touchdown that Allen threw his way. Let's see, Mike says Allen looks at the elite Brady, Jackson, and I guess Mahomes, and says, I can beat you. Right now, he really can. Here we go, 1st and 10, out of the shotgun. Beasley goes in motion. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Titans sending pressure. Throws it. That is Singletary. Makes the first guy miss. Falling backwards for a gain of about a good 3 yards on the play. That's going to make it 2nd down. Let's see. Steve Miller-Brand, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Let me know, which team are you rooting for in this one? Are you rooting for the Bills or the Titans? Definitely let me know, man. But appreciate you for coming through. Also, give me your final score projection. Meanwhile, Allen, play action fake, throws it in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Stephon Diggs. There you go. That combination, still deadly. I'm telling you, what a completion there for 14 yards and a touchdown to Stephon Diggs. Now, would they go for the extra point, or would they go for 2 to try to make it a touchdown game? I personally will go for 2, but I'm not the head coach here. Let's see what happens. We're in the 2nd quarter, 7 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. And let's see. Steve says that you subscribed. Hey, appreciate you so much for the sub there, Steve. Thank you so much, man. Glad to have you on board, a part of the community now. Welcome, and glad to have you here. Feel free to stay in the chat section for real, man. We really appreciate you here, as we have a lot of guys that have different favorite teams, but we all get along here. And so let's see. The extra point attempt is good. So Buffalo with the Allen to Diggs combination. That cost me my fantasy football playoffs last year. Deadly combination. And so, yeah, they got the touchdown, and what a game we have here. Buffalo finally gets their first touchdown in the game, and they're up 13-7. Let's see how King Henry and the boys respond with the Tennessee Titans, and they get the ball up next. So Mike says, Steve Miller, the Joker, what's up? There you go. And let's see, 80 says, still listening to JB and Mike. So absolutely. So, yeah, there we go. So what a pass that was. Excellent pass. Ball was on the money. And come on now, you one-on-one with Diggs in the end zone like that, you already know what that means. They got lucky the last time that they went to Diggs in the end zone. It didn't convert. But, yeah, definitely a great pass there by Allen. And on the day, he's 15 of 18, 132 yards and 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's been sacked twice so far in this one. Let's see, Ryan Tannehill in this game. He is 2 of 8 for 16 yards. No touchdowns, 1 interception, but because of King Henry and that 76-yard run, Tennessee Titans offense seems like they're getting going. All right, so we're about to have the kickoff here on the way. Bass kicks it off. Let's see if we get a return. Looks like we will get a return. All right, so let's see the 10, 15, makes a move at the 20, and he's brought down at the 21-yard line of the Tennessee Titans. Let's see, Mike says, we all like Van Noy and the old Pats guard, JB, but they need to cycle out, and in another draft or 2, they'll be back on top. And so I don't know, Allen and company, Allen can be there for a while. Like, he really can be there for the next 10, 12 years, honestly. He really could be. Now, Mac Jones can give him a run a couple years, but Allen at this level, I mean, you have to think that he's going to be there for some time. And Buffalo's going to be in that conversation. And so Mike says, hey, 80s. And so here we go. 1st and 10. Tannehill up under center. 3 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Hands it to King Henry. Henry bounces off a guy. Gains 2 yards on the play. That's going to make it 2nd and 8 at the Tennessee 23-yard line. Again, we're in the second quarter here. We've got 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to go before the half. 2nd and 8. Mike says, JB, seems like the JB Nation is a group more than fans, but football scholars. We all learn from each other. That we do. Imagine the type of knowledge that we're going to have in the offseason when it comes to these free agents and stuff and just playoffs, all that stuff. A lot of good things that are going on there, Mike, but absolutely agree. Tannehill in the shotgun. Tight end goes in motion. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. He's looking. He has to move around. He throws it. Incomplete. Overthrows everybody. My goodness, how you have A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, but yet you're 2-9 passing the ball. I don't get that. There is a flag on the play, however. Let's see if this is holding. He did have to move around back there to try to extend the play. Mike Vrabel, my goodness, this looks familiar, guys. This looks like when Urban Meyer was at Ohio State, and I would watch him every time we would call a pass play for anybody other than J.T. Barrett, and he would just look like he's just having the biggest migraine ever. Mike Vrabel is not happy. I don't know what's going on. All right, penalty is declined. I wonder if he's going through something right now in terms of like maybe an illness or something. He does not look that good right now. But here we are, 3rd and 8. Important 3rd down right here. This is where you have to get it to one of your star receivers. You legit have to get one of these guys the ball. I would try to get A.J. Brown the ball, not just because he's on my fantasy team, but still, I would try to get him the ball right now. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Buffalo showing a lot of pressure right now. It's a good time to maybe take a deep shot. Tannehill takes a snap. Buffalo sent 5. Tannehill's running for his life back there. He throws it up there. And it is. The ball's up there. Can Julio get it? Is it a catch? Is it a catch? Is it a catch? Is the ref saying it's out? First, let's see the call. Then show me a replay. Let's see what the referees have to say about this call. Still awaiting the referees. All right, so the referees are talking a lot right now. There's a lot that's being discussed, so I'll go ahead and go through. So let's see if they're going to talk now. All right, so they're saying that that's a catch. Offside on the defense, so you're going to decline that. What a catch by Julio Jones. Sometimes if the quarterback doesn't put it on the money, sometimes you got to go and get the ball, and that's what happened. The ball went off the helmet of Hyde. Hyde was nowhere. He was not looking for the ball at all. He didn't know what happened. But then you look, and you see Julio Jones with the reception. What a catch. And that's good news right there for any diehard fan that refuses to give up on Julio Jones in this offense in fantasy football. Big news right there. But that's a great catch for Julio Jones in the offense. Tannehill up under center, takes a snap, toss it to King Henry. Oh, he stiff-armed a defensive lineman. Oh, he lost some yards, but that was pretty nasty right there. I don't know very many backs that can stiff-arm a D lineman like that, but still lost 3 yards on the play. So great job by Buffalo for getting to lose some yards there. That was Addison who he stiff-armed on the play, but Edmonds got the tackle. Mike says, JB is a Bills fan who's been terrible for 20-plus years. You learn to enjoy the growth process, drafts, etc. of a building team. So there you go. There you go. 2nd and 13. No backs in the backfield. You've got, 4 receivers, tight end in motion. Bills showing pressure. They send 5. He throws it quick. That's Rodgers with the reception. And that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards on the play, making it 3rd and 6 at the Buffalo 25-yard line. Again, on this drive, We've got about 5 plays, 54 yards, about 2 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock in terms of time of possession on this play. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 6. So Henry's on the sideline. We've got 4 receivers on the play. Tannehill in the shotgun. A.J. Brown goes in motion. Takes a snap. He's looking. Bill, send 4. He throws it. Incomplete. Was aiming for Julio Jones. Just unable to connect on that play. That's going to bring up the field goal attempt. Yeah, that's definitely one he for sure will want to have back. No doubt about that. Yeah, my man, Julio had them beat. Julio had enough. In the NFL, that's more than open. I mean, he just threw it too high. I should have let him a little bit more in front. That's one that you want back, but let's see if the Tennessee Titans can convert on the field goal attempt. Kick is up. And it is good, 43 yards. So the kick is good. So Buffalo up 13-10. So, I mean, there was some good stuff there. And thanks to the big-time reception by Julio Jones on the play, the Tennessee Titans were able to at least get a field goal out of this drive. So now we're seeing both offenses getting things cranked up, getting things going here. We still got 5 minutes and 4 seconds, plenty of time for the Buffalo offense to try to respond before the half. Hold on, guys. I'm going to be right back here. Got to step out for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Apologize about that. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, an interception, huh? Oh, wow. Well, I step away from 1 second and I see an interception happen. Mike, fill me in on what happened, man. What happened? All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Ryan Tannehill and company have the ball out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Handed to Henry. Henry running forward. Look at that burst, like right when he gets the ball. Gains about 7 yards on the play. I see a lineman down for the Titans. Oh, man. I think that's Luan there. Oh, man. Definitely hoping that he's okay. Let's see. I think I missed some comments here. Let's see. All right, so this is where I think I left off at. Let's see. Mike says the Bills' oldest and supposed to be best edge rusher is Jerry Hughes. And so let's see. Mike says defensive back Caleb Farley carted off. And so 80 says, and so yeah, so Caleb Farley, yeah, he's definitely been ruled out with his knee injury. I saw that just popped up on my phone. And so 80 said he upped up his dinner. I guess you're supposed to put a cloth in the broth in the crock pot when you cook steak. And so, oh man, cooking steak. Oh man, can't mess that one up. Can't mess that one up. But you know what, 80s. I mean, I ordered my food. I went there to go see if it was the door. It said delivered. It wasn't at the door. So yeah, I'll have to make some calls at halftime here and just figure out what in the world's going on here for sure. Mike says Allen bonehead play. Not often we get to see that. We get to say that. Then again, it's not often that I see we have a search party for me on my own stream. So, but yeah, I mean, I had ordered my food like 3 hours ago, and it was supposed to have just arrived. Got the notification it was there, and yeah, the person clearly did not bring it to my door. So that's what you get for ordering stuff. Let's see. Mike says, yeah, burger, and so. Yeah, that's big right there for Luan because he's such a big part of that offensive line. So absolutely, that's big right there. I see Mike says, I hate this. Really, really scary. He is not moving. And so, yeah, I mean, and especially after what we saw last night as well. I mean, absolutely, man, absolutely. Mike says, did you order from Chili's? I did not order from Chili's, didn't I? I ordered from Bojangles, actually. Again, that was hours ago. But yeah, definitely hoping the best for Luan, man. I mean, he's definitely hoping the best for him. Oh, man. Yeah, you can see all of his teammates surrounding him right now. Ah, man, you hate to see this, man. Absolutely hate to see this. All right, so yeah, he's being carted off the field right now. All right, he gives us a thumbs up, so that's a good sign there. All right, so here we are, 2nd and 3, about 4 yards away from the end zone. Takes a snap. Tannehill, he's going to keep it. And he gets into the end zone. So that's a touchdown for the Tennessee Titans. Touchdown Titans. So the Titans with their second touchdown of the game. And so, yeah, they're up currently 16-13 after that 4-yard touchdown run by Ryan Tannehill. He had the option to either hand it to Henry or keep it himself. He opted to keep it, and he scored. Yep, that's clearly a touchdown. So now we'll await the PAT attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Tennessee Titans, they are up 13. They're up 17-13 after that turnover, that interception that they got off of Josh Allen. But Josh Allen and company, they will have a chance to go out here and try to score. There's 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this one. And so talk about a surprise show up here. We've got Azure Shack back on the stream. Guys, appreciate you for coming through, man. Glad to have you back. I know it's been a minute, man. How are things going? How are things going? I know you're Chicago Bears, obviously with the Packers and all like that. But prior to that, winning 2 of the last 3. You got to like the direction the Bears are headed at moving forward. You got to be happy with that, man. But glad to have you here. How's everything going? And so, yeah, after the touchdown, we'll see if Josh Allen can respond, come back from that interception he threw last time and go out here and lead the Bills to a touchdown. They've got 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So a great opportunity for Josh Allen to go out there and try to score a touchdown for his Bills. Kickoff is on the way. Let's see if we get a return. All right, no return on the play. So Buffalo will take over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They're on 25-yard line with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go before the half. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. Hands it to the back. That's Moss. Moss, he's going to gain about 7 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 3. That's Zach Moss' biggest carry of the game. Let's see. Mike says, it's been a while, but when I travel, I see Jangos, and I like to grab a bow box. JB, absolutely. Here we go. 2nd and 3 out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes to the back. And so he's going to keep it. Allen, he's running. He has the first down. Then he slides. Gains about 5 yards on the carry. So that's going to make it 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 37-yard line with 3 minutes and about 38 seconds left to go before the half. Let's see. Mike says, out of Shack, Illinois, been good too. The Fighting Illini. Let's see. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. 1 back in the backfield with Allen. Tennessee sends pressure up the middle, but Zach Moss picks up that pressure. Allen just throws it to the ground. Too much pressure. Nothing there. Live to see another down. Let's see. Rico says, Derrick Henry. Hey, Rico, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And so you say Derrick Henry. And so, yeah, I know you saw that run he had earlier looking like a beast. That speed, though, that burst right through the middle. My man got power. He's got burst, speed, everything, man. So, absolutely, Derrick Henry, King Henry, as we call him. But, yeah, let me know your final score projection and who you got winning this one. Well, here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun. Allen throws a quick pass. That's Davis. And so Davis, he gains about a good 5 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the Buffalo 42-yard line. So let's see, can they convert on this first down here? So 3rd and 5's coming up. Let's see. Mike says Popeyes came to Buffalo about 5 years ago, line for miles for months. And so, I imagine. I imagine. But here we go. 3rd and 5 out of the shotgun. I'm seeing trips at the top of the screen. Emmanuel Sanders towards the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. Tennessee sends for it. Allen's looking. Allen throws it. And it's caught. Stephon Diggs takes it all the way to the Tennessee Titan 41-yard line. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock here before the half. Let's see. Adishak says, yeah, we just won a few days ago. The Bears didn't, though. And so, yeah, that was tough. I actually picked the Bears in my projection to win that one. I thought it was finally going to be time. But, of course, Rodgers and company came through. And so, but, yeah, that was a tough one right there. All right, so we're at the 2-minute warning, guys. At the 2-minute warning. Buffalo has the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 41-yard line. However, Tennessee is up 17-13 with 2 minutes left to go before the half. So we got ourselves a great game here. Let's see. Rico says Tennessee 30s, and you say Buffalo 26. So you've got Tennessee winning this one, okay? Rooting for the Titans. And so Mike says Bills got Gabe Davis. There you go, out there making receptions. That's what he does. Mike says, Rico rooting Titans, JB. So, absolutely. I hear you, Rico. There you go. I want to see this game go back and forth, back and forth. If this game goes to overtime, I'll be happy for another overtime matchup. But yeah, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button if you haven't already. And if there's anybody that's watching, maybe for the first time and all like that, definitely do feel free to subscribe to the channel as we do these play-by-plays. Heck, now it's going to be 5 days out of the week. Add an extra day tomorrow just for the NBA. So yeah, now we'll have 4 days of football, 3 NFL, 1 college, and 1 NBA is what my streams look like throughout the week. So absolutely appreciate you guys. And it's you guys constantly supporting me that allows me to pick up this extra day, in terms of streaming. So I appreciate you guys so much and all the support. Mike says we got Buffalo, got Chick-fil-A. Well, you said we in Buffalo got Chick-fil-A 3 years ago. Street still backed up. Still backed up, huh? And so I understand that. Believe me. I mean, I stay not too far from Chick-fil-A myself, and that line is always crowded. If it wasn't so crowded, they probably would see me more often, but it's always crowded. Absolutely. So let me see. Let me take a good look here and see where we are right now in terms of the thumbs up collectively. Let's see. One second. All right, so I see that we're already at 11 thumbs up here. And so, yeah, let's keep them thumbs up coming in, guys. Appreciate you guys so much. We got the thumbs up going. We've got the new subscribers already. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep it rolling, just like how this game is going good right now. Let's see what Buffalo can do as they return now after the 2-minute warning. In the shotgun, 3 receivers take the snap. He hands it to Zach Moss. Zach Moss spins one guy out, gains about 2 yards on the carry. Okay, so Lawan, good news is he's moving and he's being evaluated for a concussion, but he is moving. So that's the positive right there. Meanwhile, Josh Allen fakes it to the back, throws it, and it's caught by, of course, Stephon Diggs with the first down. That's going to be a pickup of 12 yards on the reception. So now we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds. 1st and 10. Again, they're at the Tennessee 25-yard line, so there's no real urgency for Buffalo in terms of trying to call timeouts and stuff like that. As long as they score, they'll be good. There's a minute left now. Takes a snap. Tennessee sends for Allen in the pocket. And he gains a couple yards, falling forward for a couple yards. Now they burn their first time out with 53 seconds left to go. Let's see. Mike says that is great news. That is absolutely great news. That is absolutely great news. All right, so 53 seconds left before the half. I mean, look at the difference in rushing yards. That's expected. Look at the difference in passing yards. Favors Buffalo. So, yeah, total yards favors Buffalo in this one. And let's see if Buffalo can find a way in the next 53 seconds to make sure that the scoreboard favors them as well. Both teams have one interception apiece. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 8. Allen out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Titans send 4. He's looking. He throws it in the air. That's incomplete. This will be 3rd and 8. Could have been picked off. It's very close, but that ball hit the ground. So that's going to be 3rd and 8. That's why you got to put your boy Singletary in the game, coach. Got to keep him in the game. Ball went off of Zach Moss' hands. It could have been picked off, but it hit the ground. Let's see, 3rd and 8 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Tennessee sends 4. Allen throws it deep. There is a penalty, but it's. Let's see. Will they say that he maintained it through the ground? Doesn't matter because there's a false start on the offense. So moving back 5 yards and repeat that 3rd down. That's going to be Spencer Brown that they call for the false start. That's number 79. The right tackle. All right, so here we go. This will be 3rd and 13. 47 seconds left to go before the half. All right, so Allen's going to line up in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Cole Beasley goes in motion. He's got a tight end and a back with him. He takes a snap. Titans send 4. Pressure's coming up the middle. Allen, he's running. He throws it towards the end zone. He has a man. That's touchdown. Cole Beasley in the end zone for the Buffalo Bills. So how about that? Josh Allen finding a way to move around, finds a guy wide open. How did he get that wide open? I don't know. But that's a 29-yard touchdown reception for Cole Beasley and the Buffalo Bills. And so let's see. Mike says, JB tell hit B's, and so hit B's. And so Mike says Allen. But yeah, what a touchdown on the play. So we'll await the extra point attempt here. But what a touchdown that was for Josh Allen and company. Extra point is up, and it's good. We're talking 10 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 43 seconds off the clock. Mike Vrabel, he's not amused by that. He is still not amused in this game. And so the credit says, let's hope Tennessee wins. So he says, let's hope Tennessee wins. And so credit is going for Tennessee. What's your final score projection? And thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And so, but you say, let's hope that Tennessee wins. So we'll see. I mean, this game's going back and forth. Now, I don't know if Tennessee can score with 40 seconds left because, I mean, unless they just go deep and maybe Julio Jones catches something deep. Tannehill's been struggling passing the ball, but we'll see. Mike says, JB, did you tell him? And so there you go. I mentioned it. Okay, they said, damn, there you go. Yeah, that touchdown. I mean, the man was wide open. Wide open. Cole Beasley was wide open. That's someone you always got to keep an eye out for. I know I talk about Stephon Diggs and what he brings. There's obviously Emmanuel Sanders. But, I mean, Cole Beasley, he gets those sneaky points. If you're not looking for him, he'll get you. And so Josh Allen, 19 of 25, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception tonight. We're going to get a return from the Tennessee Titans. Let's see, 10, 15, runs into his own man, hits the ground at the 18. He's grabbing his hamstring, it looks like. I mean, he ran right into his own guy. Yeah, he's grabbing the back, what's the back of his calf? So, yeah, medical unit's going to attend to him. So, yeah, while the medical staff looks at him, let's see. And so Mike says, I think JB did tell him right to Bees. And so, absolutely. I mean, you got to. You got to. Cole Beasley, there you go. Oh, man, Batson, my goodness. And so, there we go. Southern Country, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. And you say go Tennessee Titans. What's your final score projection in this one? Right now, the Tennessee Titans, I mean, considering how this game is going, Tennessee Titans early in this game, I feel like they made some key plays when they were able to hold Buffalo to those first 2 field goals. Because if you turn those to touchdowns, we're looking at this game a little bit differently. But those were very big. And so obviously, if they can find a way, they've got, I think they got all 3 timeouts. Yeah, all 3 timeouts. 40 seconds on the clock. If they can at least get a field goal and tie this up, that'd be big for them heading into the half. But absolutely, they got to find a way to get my man A.J. Brown, get him involved, give him the ball somehow, some way. But yeah, I mean, you saw the run by King Henry. You know what he can do. You know what King Henry brings to the table. So this is going to be a good one, guys. This is going to be a great finish. I guarantee that. But yeah, so they're helping him off the field here. That's Batson. Again, he got hurt on the return, came down holding his calf. Certainly hoping the best for him as he's assisted off the field. And so now we've got 34 seconds, actually. 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. A.J. Brown goes in motion. They're in a shotgun. Bills look like they could be sending 4. They do send 4. They hand it to King Henry. He's running. And he's met. And, yeah, so he gains about 6 yards on the carry. So the Titans looks like Tennessee's just satisfied to go to the half with the score as it is. Not going to risk it. And so there you go. That's going to be halftime, guys, right there. So, yeah, they're going to go straight to the half. So Buffalo holds a 3-point lead, and they get the ball coming out of halftime. And we'll see what they'll be able to do when they get the ball back. But what a game it's been. From King Henry sparking Tennessee's offense with that 76-yard run right down the middle, and then Josh Allen and company following up on that with 2 touchdowns of their own. And so what a game that we have here going on in this one. Mike says, apologies to fans. Allen's play is not up to expectations. And so there you go. I mean, if Allen plays up to expectations, there's only one guy in this league that probably can try to match him right now, and that's your boy with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And even then, the defense will probably have to generate a couple turnovers for that to happen. But my goodness, I mean, what a game we've got in this one. It's at Tennessee. Buffalo Bills up by 3 at the half. And so we'll see if this continues to be a challenge for you, Mike. Let's see. Mike says Pro Bowl middle linebacker should be outside linebacker Tremont Edmonds. And so there you go. 80 says halftime. That's right, it's halftime. So you know what that means, Mike? That means it's a great opportunity for us to probably look into some of next week's matchups for sure. Give me 1 second here. I tell you what, though, the Cleveland Browns right now, they got a lot going on with injuries. I mean, obviously Baker Mayfield holding, with his left shoulder injury. That's something he's going to be able to play through from what I'm reading. But still, that's still injured. That's still going to be something he's going to have to deal with throughout the duration of the season. And then you've got Kareem Hunt. He's going to be out with that calf injury for some weeks. At least a return maybe against in week 10, hopefully week 11, preferably because in week 10, the Cleveland Browns do play my Patriots. So hopefully he'll wait to the following week to want to come back. But, yeah, Nick Chubb, we'll see if he'll be able to return. But what a terrible time for the Browns to have Thursday night football, guys. That's really tough right there for them. They got a lot going on with injuries. So for them to have to come out there and have to get ready for Thursday night football, and we've seen already through Thursday night football how injuries tend to stack up. That's tough. 80 says, what's your thoughts on Mayfield? Mayfield is, there's 2 ways I look at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield from a Browns perspective and Baker Mayfield compared to the NFL quarterbacks and all like that, particularly the young quarterbacks that he's compared against. My thoughts on Mayfield is this. The man has tremendous confidence. And that's what you need to play the position. He's got tremendous confidence. He's one of those, blue collar players. I think he's extremely tough. He clearly wants to go out there and win for his team. But, when it comes to Baker Mayfield, he's the best quarterback that Cleveland has had since the year 2000. I mean, let's be honest. He's still that best quarterback they've had. I mean, they went through so many quarterbacks. So I'm happy for Cleveland to have him. He is their quarterback. He should be their quarterback and stuff like that moving forward. But you compare him to some of the other guys, you can't compare him to a Josh Allen. You can't put him on that level. You can't put him on a Dak Prescott level. You can't put him on any of the young guys, Justin Herbert. He's not one of those guys, but he's a winner. Or at least he's become that with the Cleveland Browns. He has that winner mentality is what I should say. So I do like that about him. And given what the Cleveland Browns have on the run game, on the ground, that's what you need. I think of him and Ryan Tannehill prior to this season, what he was for the Tennessee Titans. Prior to this year, I did say, like those guys, I understand given that their teams can run the ball, so they complement the running game tremendously. So he does complement what the Browns do on the ground tremendously. It's just him, OBJ, they don't have that connection. They don't have that connection, him and OBJ. He's more of a Jarvis Landry type of guy. So the Browns might need to consider maybe moving on from OBJ at the end of the season, possibly, if things don't right the ship before then. But, yeah, Mayfield, he's good for the Browns, but he's not a top 10 quarterback in my opinion. That's my thoughts on Baker Mayfield. And so Mike says, sneak peek JB. Absolutely. Let's get that NFL schedule going and see what we've got to look forward to coming up. All right, so let's see. Week 7. I can't believe we're already at week 7 already. Let me go ahead and get through some of the comments real quick before I start. Let's see. Mike says, manager Mayfield. Nobody gets more commercials than my man Mayfield. So I'm going to call him. I know we know about Money Mayweather, but I'm going to call him Money Mayfield. That's what Baker is. Money Mayfield. So that's who he is. He's all about the monies. If I see another Hulu commercial, or this man camping out at the stadium and stuff like that, my goodness, the man has a lot of commercials. Let's see, Mike says, score exactly what I thought. Allen's nerve, second week, national TV, Henry crazy shot. There you go, Shazoo. There you go. There you go. Mike says, Baker, not Dak, not a Herbert. Hot take, JB. Controversial, JB, but you're right. And so I know Skip Bayless will deny it. He'll say it. He's a good quarterback for the Browns, but let's not mistake. If we compare him to some of the other guys, he is not the guy that can go out there and throw for that 5,000 yards and carry this team or anything like that. That's not who he is. He's best in the situation that he's at right now, has a solid running game. There will be spurts. We saw it last year when the Browns played the Ravens. I feel like Baker Mayfield, because of his strong mentality, there are going to be games where you do see him rise to the occasion and play outside of himself. There will be moments like that, like we saw last year. But for the most part, you saw against the Chargers were going back and forth with the Browns because of the Browns' running game. Mayfield, he contributed 2 touchdowns, which is good. That's what he needs to do. They had to show the Patriots again against the Cowboys. They had to show that game. Stop showing that game. Let it go. But there you go. But yeah, that's how I feel about Baker Mayfield. He's still a good starting quarterback. But you can't compare him to some of the top ones. Mike says he ain't Allen Jackson good. He's just not that dude. He's not, but he got a lot of confidence. I do like that about him. He's got confidence, and you can't tell him that he's not that guy. And as long as he believes it, that's what matters. Mike says, oh, Mayfield paid. JB needs to live in the stadium to hold all that coins. And so it seems that way. I tell you what I won't do. I won't do like Saquon Barkley and ask to get that money in Bitcoins. I won't be doing that. I hope it works out for him, but I won't be taking that risk. I'm not playing when it comes to the Benjamins. Nope, not taking that risk. Not taking that risk. Mike says, I'm pouring over, sweating for a violent for only 2 quarterbacks, Brady and Jackson. Those are 2 quarterbacks right now to really consider. I probably really I would want to see how the Cowboys would match up in that one against the Bills. I know that they, played too close against the Patriots for your liking there, but I'd like to see the Cowboys as well, possibly, if they can keep playing at a high level, possibly. All right, Mike, but let's go ahead and go through some of these matchups real quick. Let's see. So Thursday night football, which obviously is going to be the next NFL game that I stream, because tomorrow is going to be an NBA game. So the next football game that I'll be streaming will be the Broncos at the Browns. And so yeah, the Browns and the Broncos, both teams really need to get a win. Both teams started off good, but lately they've been sliding. They've been sliding. But the Browns, I mean, my goodness, they are pretty banged up. And so if they can just come out of there and somehow find a way to get a win against the Broncos, it won't be easy. If they can find a way to get a win against the Broncos, that'll bode well for them, but it's going to be really tough in that one. Really tough. I got to see if Nick Chubb's going to play in that one or not, but that's going to be a really tough one to look right there. And then, I mean, Tennessee Titans, again, they'll be at home, this time against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a good one right there. Kansas City, Tennessee, that's going to be a good one right there. I think it's going to be a lot of offense in that game. And we'll see, obviously, once I make my projections, I'll have my final scores. But right now, I'm leaning towards Tennessee in that matchup, beating the Chiefs. But we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. Washington football team versus the Green Bay Packers. You know, down there at Green Bay, Lambeau Field, just coming out fresh off that win against the Chicago Bears on the road. Got to like Green Bay odds in that one. Let's see. Bengals versus the Ravens. Ooh, Bengals could be sneaky good. They could actually provide a fight for the Ravens in that one, but ultimately I think the Ravens do win that one, but I think that one could be a close one. Of course, once I make my picks, that'll be final, but I'm leaning towards the Ravens right now. But got to love it for Houday Nation and what the Bengals represent. This game's going to be very close, I think. Very close. I know I said that about the Chargers, but I really mean that for the Bengals here. As, of course, a division game, they're going to be up for that one. Let's see, Panthers at the Giants. My goodness. I want to say Panthers, but I just don't know. Which Sam Darnold are we going to see in that one? I just don't know. Just don't know. Let's see. Adishak says, so excited for the Bulls season to start. And so, yeah, Adishak, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming the Nets and the Bucks, that game tomorrow. So that means I'll probably be looking to get, from now on Tuesday games, one of the earlier games that comes on throughout the day. It just works out better for my schedule to choose the earlier game. That's why you don't see me streaming my Lakers tomorrow night, because I would have loved to stream my Lakers. However, I do have to take into account that, you know, with all the streams by then that I'll have in a row, I'll probably be a little tired come Tuesday. So therefore, I chose to opt to stream the Bucks and the Nets for the opening one and so forth. So that'll be the time slot that you can expect on Tuesday night streams, at least until the NFL season concludes. And then we'll go on from there in terms of adding maybe an additional day or something like that for the NBA in the future. Let's see. Mike says, oh, great game, Teddy versus Baker, two quarterbacks saying that we're not mid-tier, but they are. But they'll try to prove that they're not, though. They both can get hot, though, at any time. I will say that. Ashak says, Ayo getting drafted to – that's right. Ayo getting drafted to Chicago made me so happy. I know you're excited for the Chicago Bulls, man. I know you're excited for this season to get started. I know that, and so I'm excited for you. And so definitely cannot wait till we have some games that we do stream for the Chicago Bears here. I mean, not Chicago, well, them too, but Chicago Bulls on this stream for sure. And so absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, it's going to be a fun NBA season. I'm excited for my Lakers. Can't wait till the first game I get to stream for them, and I'll be ready. Let's believe that. I'm going to have to rely on you a little bit more when it comes to basketball knowledge as a Shaq for sure this upcoming season. You know, my basketball knowledge is probably about average, but certainly this will be a lot of learning for me early in the season, but I think I'll catch on fairly quickly to a lot of, you know, what's going on with these teams and stuff. So definitely when it comes to those streams, I'll definitely be relying on you guys a little bit more when it comes to basketball for sure. Mike says, "Ask, can I get into the Bulls? 1 year I watch every game." And so, oh man, you watch the Bulls 1 year every game. So absolutely. I mean, hey, Mike, if you want to join the Lakers, I mean, you know what we represent. I mean, I'm just saying, we'll make room for you. Let's see. Ashak says, you ready to teach? And so, I mean, Mike says to Ashak, are you ready to teach? And so, yeah, hopefully, but yeah, that'll be a great experience tomorrow night, seeing the defending champs, Milwaukee Bucks, versus the team that they outed in a shocker that definitely saved Milwaukee's head coach job for sure with that victory right there over the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously for Brooklyn, no Kyrie, of course, in that one, and we'll see how Brooklyn looks to start off the season there. But I'm looking forward to seeing Kevin Durant and company go out there. I think he's going to light it up. I'm expecting a big game from Durant and an opener, and we'll see who wins that one. But yeah, what a first half it was, particularly that second quarter. Both teams scored 17 points in the second quarter, both Buffalo and Tennessee. The difference was in the first quarter, Buffalo got 3 points. Tennessee wasn't able to score in the first, but here we go. Kickoff is about to be on the way, and the second half is about to get started, guys, here on Monday Night Football for the second half. Who's going to win, Titans or Bills? We're about to find out that answer here coming up. All right, so we got a return here. All right, so it takes it to about the, let's see. Yeah, to the 17-yard line. McKenzie was a little slow to get up there. Had me a little concerned, but he got up. Let's see. Mike says, I'm just a fan of NBA, but free agents, as far as teams, usually wherever LeBron goes. Okay, so, hey, that bodes well for my Lakers then. Bodes well for my Lakers. It'll be a great season. It'll be a great season. All right, so here we go. Josh Allen, he's lined up in the shotgun formation. Singletary, look like he's in motion. 4 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Tennessee sending 4. It's a screen for Singletary. Makes the first guy miss. He's tackled. That's going to be a 1-yard gain on the play. Mike says Isaiah McKenzie is not making impact I had anticipated. So, yeah, not having the impact that Mike anticipated. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, no backs in the backfield. 5 wide. Allen takes a snap. Tennessee sends 4. Pressure gets there, but he throws it, and it's completed to Emmanuel Sanders. Pickup of 6 yards on the play. Let's see. 80 says that the Bills will score 48 points in this half. 48 points in this half. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Let's see if they can make that happen for 80. 3rd and 4. Allen calling out the blitz here, making sure everybody knows their assignment. 3 receivers on the play, got a tight end, takes a snap, throws it. And it's caught by Diggs. Wow, he found a way to stay in bounds, but was tackled ultimately. And so that's going to be a gain of 9 yards for Stephon Diggs on the reception. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. 3 receivers on the play. Singletary's the back next to Allen. Allen takes a snap, fakes it to Singletary. He's looking, throws it to the tight end. Knox makes the first guy miss, gets the tight end. Gets the first down. Look at him out there, guys. 11 yards on the reception, takes it all the way to Buffalo's 44-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, a lot of listening, JB, because other TNT or ESPN I've been trying to see how to watch. And so gotcha, Mike. Gotcha. Let's see. 1st and 10. 3 receivers on the play. Allen takes a snap, fakes it to Singletary. He's looking. He has time. He throws it, and it's completed. That's Cole Beasley. He's finding every single hole that's open in this secondary, and he's exploiting it out there. So that's a 1st down for the Buffalo Bills. When you give Josh Allen time, in which he had on that one, you best believe he's going to pick you apart. So here we go. 1st and 10. 3 receivers. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. 1 back in the backfield with him. He hands it this time to Singletary. He's running. He gains about a good 4 yards on the carry up the middle. Takes it all the way to the Tennessee Titans 34-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 6 at the Titans 34-yard line. Here we are, 3rd quarter. 11 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. All right, so here goes Allen. In the shotgun, you've got 4 receivers on the play. Singletary goes in motion, takes a snap. Allen, he's going to run. He's looking for space, and he's met. That's going to be back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So, yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage there. There wasn't anything there. Tried to find a hole. Wasn't there. And so, but that was a design quarterback keeper there. So now we're looking at 3rd down. 3rd down. So if you're the Tennessee Titans, you definitely got to make sure that you guard Diggs and you guard Beasley on this play. Don't let those two be the ones to beat you if you're Tennessee on this 3rd and 6, because those mid passes, those typically go to those two guys. So here we go, 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers on the play, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Tennessee sends 4, he throws it. Incomplete, off the hands of Cole Beasley there. If he makes the reception, that's probably a first down, but he's unable to haul it in. So now the Tennessee Titans get the stop there on Buffalo. So they're going to have a field goal attempt coming up for Buffalo. This should be about a good 52, 53 yards right here coming up. Let's see. Mike says, thanks, 80s. He says, so far, Allen been hot garbage. A lot of teams will take that hot garbage. I'll take you that. Mike says, I'm embarrassed. Allen is better than this. Oh, absolutely. No doubt about that. All right, so here we go. A 52-yard attempt. Let's see if he can stay perfect on the day and make this a 6-point game. Kick is up, and it hobbles in. Okay, so the kick is good. The kick is good. So the Bills are up 23-17. After that field goal attempt is good. So excellent kicking by Bass. Let's see. 80 says Mike Allen will get it together. Mike says, JB, I'm ready to concede. Knox is ready to take it to the next level. We've been waiting on that. We've been waiting on you to co-sign for my man Knox. He's out there making the first guy miss. He's turning what should be 2, 3, 4-yard gains into 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-yard gains out there. And so he's definitely worked hard in the offseason, and it's showing. It's showing. He is now draftable. And if you're in the deep fantasy league with at least 12 or more teams, he's at least worth either drafting or picking up at this point. Let's see. Mike says, I need more Bs. Definitely. You need more from Cole Beasley. Mike says, Bills at the highest paid center, Mitch Morris. Mike says, JB, did you see Dawkins' bad push? Absolutely. And so let's see. 80 says, come on, Cole, catch it. Yeah, you got to catch that. You got to catch that. Mike says, I'm with you, 80s. That's not the Bs we know. I mean, he's known for his hands. We know that. That and his shiftiness, those short to mid-range passes, that's what he does. Mike says, Bass, always dependable. It's nice to have a dependable kicker. I will say that, because there will be games where it does come down to a game-winning field goal, either to tie it and take it to overtime or whatever it is. You need to be able to rely on your field goal kicker when that moment comes. Absolutely. AD says, is that Baker Mayfield's real life in those commercials? That is I have not seen Baker. I have not looked up who Baker Mayfield's wife actually is. Kind of think of it. I tell you what, though, there's a lot of teams that'll be on bye weeks. I know that because my fantasy football teams are going to struggle this upcoming week, because half my roster's on a bye week this upcoming week. So, and I refuse to drop those guys in the 16-person league. So we may just end up taking L's. Like, I barely have enough to just start everybody at each position. That's how bad it's gotten for this upcoming week. So if I find a way to win, that's just a miracle next week, because a lot of teams are on a bye week, and I refuse to give up my roster and let somebody else pick them up. All right, so kick is on the way. Let's see if we get a return, and we will get a return. Let's see, 10, 15, 20, all the way to about the 24-yard line. So it should be 1st and 10 from the Tennessee 24-yard line. So let's see if they can get King Henry going again. Let's see. Adishak says that the Illinois basketball is way better than football right now. The Bulls and Illinois basketball look way better than the Bears and Illinois football. So I'm very excited for the basketball season to start. And so I'm excited for the Big Ten in general. Obviously, Ohio State when it comes to college hoops. But I love watching some Big Ten college basketball play. You know, like all those teams lately, it's been a lot of good basketball. Of course, you know, Michigan State when they're good. Michigan's been good lately. Wisconsin, I feel like they're, trying to come back to what they used to be. Purdue's been good lately. Illinois, I mean, the whole state of Chicago when it comes to basketball in general, whether at the college or professional level, top notch. So absolutely, I'm right there with you. right there with you. Iowa's been good. The Big Ten has been extremely exciting lately. Out there grabbing face masks, guys. Come on, man. You know exactly what you're doing, man. So here we go. 1st and 10. Tannehill up under center. 3 receivers on the play. One back in the backfield is Henry. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Henry. Tannehill throws it, and it's caught. A.J. Brown with the reception. That's 8 yards. So finally, it registers for Ryan Tannehill that A.J. Brown is a member of his team. He finally targets this man. My goodness. And to think I had half a thought to possibly start this man in one of my fantasy football leagues. You got to get your boys the ball more. You got to feed these guys. Feed them. They're starving right now. But here we go. 2nd and 2. You get those guys going, I promise you, we'll see even more from King Henry. All right, Tannehill up under center again. Tight end goes in motion. Receiver goes in motion now. Henry's the back in the backfield. Buffalo's got a lot of guys towards the line. They hand it to Henry. Henry, he stays on his feet, falls for it, and he still gets the 1st down. Gains 3 yards on the play. I tell you what, though, who doesn't want the workout routine that King Henry has? And so Mike says Coach McDermott looks frustrated. Absolutely. So here we go. 1st and 10. Tannehill up under center. You've got 2 receivers on the play. Face it to the back. He throws it incomplete. Almost picked off. Almost picked off. He almost made a huge mistake on that play, throwing it near huge on that one. I mean, he literally just threw it up there. Huge got a hand on it, and then it was almost picked off by Molino there. So, yeah, definitely that was huge. So it's 2nd and 10 coming up. Tannehill up under center. 4 receivers on the play. One goes in motion. That's a tight end. Henry's the back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hand it to Henry. Henry, look at that speed. He's going. He's at the 40. Lowers that shoulder. My goodness. I don't want to be on the wrong end on that one like Hyde was on that play. It was a business decision, but he had to make that one to make the tackle. Feel bad for him on that one. But my goodness, you do not want to be on the tackling end of that play right in front of Henry when he lowers them shoulders, especially after gaining as many yards as he did on that one prior to that contact. Good job by Hyde just getting up after the play. I got to give it to him for that one, just getting up after that play. All right, so here we go. Tight end goes in motion. One back in the backfield. That's Henry. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. The Bills say that there's movement against the Titans. That's going to move him back 5. That's a false start. That's going to move him back 5. And so Jay in the Bay has joined the stream, guys. Absolutely appreciate you for coming through. And anybody that is new, I know we got a couple new guys here, but if you have not seen Jay in the Bay, check out this man channel. He produces top-notch 49ers content, so definitely check this man out for sure, guys. And so, but yeah, man, everything is going good. We've got ourselves one heck of a game here. That's the best that I can ask for here. But glad that you came through, man. Glad that you came through. I know your 49ers, they got a bye week coming up. And so definitely, man, I hear that Jimmy G, he should be coming back after the bye. Am I right on that one? Let me know for sure in the chat, man. But yeah, I think he should be coming back. All right, so the Bills, they gift them the 5 yards back after the neutral zone infraction there. And so there you go. And so Mike says, will Henry be too much? That is the question. If they keep letting him do that in the 4th quarter, he's gonna start going off. And when he goes off, good luck. They fake it to Henry. Tannehill feels the pressure. He throws it up there to no man's land. He felt that pressure. And he's been feeling pressure a lot this season. And he doesn't like it. And so let's see. 80 says, I hope not, Mike. And so you say you hope not. And so 80 says, hi, Jay in the Bay. There you go. Yeah, my boy Jay in the Bay here joining the stream. And so Jay in the Bay says, what's good, JK? And so there you go. So here we go. 2nd down. Tannehill up under center. Tight end goes in motion. Got 3 receivers on the play. Everybody's bunched near the line. Another guy goes in motion. Henry's the back in the backfield. Bill's moving around. He hands it to Henry. Henry's met at the line, going to fall forward, and no gain on the play. So good job by Buffalo there, making it 3rd and 10 at the Buffalo 37-yard line. And so AD says, same old. There you go. Consistency. Jay says, I enjoyed your collab with CG Ruthless Sports, JB. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, getting to talk 49ers with him and stuff like that. He had a lot of questions, about my take on Trey Lance compared to Jimmy Garoppolo. That seems to be the question that we'll get throughout the rest of the season until Trey Lance is officially listed as the starting quarterback moving the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Tannehill, he's in the pocket. He throws it. That's A.J. Brown with his second reception. He gets about 9 yards on the play. But yeah, appreciate you, Jay. Let's see. Mike says Harrison Phillips, 3rd round bust has fattened up last stand. So yeah, you got to make that last stand. But here we go. 4th and 2. And it looks like they're going to go for it. So they're going to roll the dice here. We're in the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. On the season, the Titans are 5 of 9, converting on 4th down. Will they actually go snap the ball? That's the question. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Tannehill takes a snap. Buffalo sending 5, maybe even 6. And it's caught by A.J. Brown. Is this the drive that awakens A.J. Brown for the rest of the season? I surely hope so, because I can't get 2 cents for this man in fantasy football right now. So I need this man to step it up. AD says 4th and 2. Oh no. And so, oh yeah, but there you go. They converted. That was huge. You get these receivers involved, and we're talking about a completely different offense right now. Out of the shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the play. Tannehill takes it, hands it to Henry. Henry bulldozing forward, gets about a good 4 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 6. Ball at the Buffalo 11-yard line. On this drive, 9 plays, 56 yards, about 5 minute time of possession. All right, so this is important. If Tennessee can score a touchdown, they'll take the lead. This is important for both teams. If Buffalo can hold them to 3 points, that'd be huge as well. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top. Takes a snap. Tannehill's looking. The pressure gets to him, but he throws it. It's completed. That's going to be a 1st down about a good 3 yards away from the end zone. 3 yards, and you know what that means when you've got Derrick Henry in the backfield. That's someone the defense must keep an eye out for. I will say this, though. I am going against Derrick Henry in my fantasy league, but it doesn't matter. My team's already lost even before this game. It just was not a good week for my fantasy football team. But here we go at the 1st and goal. All right, so here we go. Tannehill's in the shotgun. I see A.J. Brown there. I see 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it up there for A.J. Oh, my goodness. He almost hit a cameraman there, folks. That was way off. I mean, you got to give your man a chance. I think. But here we go. 2nd down and 3. Try to get it to my man, A.J. Brown. I appreciate that. As a fantasy football owner, I appreciate that. A.J. Brown tonight, 3 receptions for 30 yards. All right, so Tannehill's going to be up under center here. You know what that means. Look out for King Henry. Takes a snap. Hands it to Henry. Henry's running. He's running. Off of contact, still finishes in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Tennessee Titans. Would you look at that? King Henry finds the end zone again. You had to know that was going to be the play call eventually. He's got 14 carries, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coming into this game, he was averaging 130 yards on the ground. And so he's already got 125. We're not even in the 4th quarter yet. So King Henry, he's here to stay. He's here to stay. Extra point is on the way. And it's good. It's good. There's a reason why we call this man King Henry. As the late Dennis Green would say, crown him. He would say, crown him. That's what he would say. Derrick Henry coming up with the touchdown. Let's see. 80 says, how off was he? Was there a guy in the state? I feel like that one was just barely. They were on opposite sides of the state, opposite sides of the state. So just barely close enough to be in the state. But the cameraman was closer. That was the intended target on the play. Let's see. 80 says, crap. Oh, yeah, we got ourselves a game going back and forth. We could not have asked for a better game. And so Jay in the Bay says, King Henry, there you go. Crown him. There goes the crown. My man putting in work. My goodness, how many teams would love to have this man in the backfield? How many fantasy owners would love to have this man in fantasy football? I mean, he can do it all. Definitely don't want to be a defender going against this man, that's for sure. This man has a deadly stiff arm to add on top of that to his arsenal, that's for sure. And so far in this game, for the Tennessee Titans, Ryan Tannehill, he's 8 of 19, 109 yards. No touchdown passes, but an interception. But he also, on the ground, he does have a rushing touchdown, 1 carry, 4 yards for a touchdown on the night. So Ryan Tannehill does have a touchdown tonight, just not through the air. Derrick Henry, 14 carries, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. And the night's still young. It's still third quarter, 4 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So, yeah, that's your Tennessee Titans right there. And as for the Buffalo Bills, you've got Josh Allen. He's 24, 31, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked twice so far in this one. And on the ground, he also has six carries for 21 yards. Devin Singletary, he's got 5 carries, 27 yards. Zach Moss, 5 carries, 11 yards. Isaiah McKenzie also has a carry for 5 yards as well. And so there you have it. And also Devin Singletary, he's also got 5 receptions for 16 yards in this one as well. Moss does not have a reception in this one. But, man, look at the difference. They're showing the running backs in this game. Look at that. If there's one thing that Buffalo tries to do, they try to make sure that their running backs have absolutely no fantasy football value for fantasy football owners. They do try to do that. I will say that. All right, so we're about to have the kickoff here coming up soon. 80 says King Henry should have got MVP last year, but they have to give it to the quarterback. I mean, I can't too much argue with that. I mean, but you're right about that. You're right about that. King Henry certainly was up there. Kick is on the way and out of bounds. Mike says, you know something, JB? Henry is top rated in Madden, but they still doing him dirty. What's the latest rating they have for him in Madden? I haven't seen the updates for him in the last couple of weeks. So what they currently got him rated at right now? Because I know when I first saw it, it was flat out disrespectful. Like even his trucking ability was flat out disrespectful. Stiff arm, all of that should be 99. Because that's the truth. That's what he does. But here we go. 1st and 10. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the back. And that's Zach Moss on the carry. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on the carry. So here we go. 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun formation. 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. Hand it to the back. And that's Moss. And Moss takes it to the 1 yard line. Okay, so, I mean, not the 1 yard line, 1 yard away from the first down. That'll be 3rd and 1 at the Buffalo 34-yard line. But yeah, Mike, I'm right there with you. I do feel like they do slight him. But again, I've been saying that about Justin Herbert as well. Those guys, I feel like a lot of the Charger players have been underrated as well in Madden. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Never mind. That's going to be a false start. You got to hate the penalties, man. This is a big game right here. Both teams going back and forth. Penalties will hurt you. Penalties will hurt you. And so this just in real quick. Let's see. Veteran guard James Carpenter is signing with the Baltimore Ravens per his agent. He was the one-time Seattle Seahawks first-round pick And so he's going to start off on the practice squad. So they're signing him to the practice squad for the Ravens. But yeah, they pick up a veteran guard in James Carpenter, former Seattle Seahawks first-round pick. 3rd and 6 out of the shotgun. Allen's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. That's Cole Beasley. So he's finding Beasley a lot, and Beasley's doing an excellent job against this Titans defense of finding the holes in the secondary and taking advantage of it. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. We're in the 3rd quarter. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Allen takes a snap. Allen's looking. He has time. He throws it, and it's caught. Wide open. Emmanuel Sanders on the play. That's 15 yards, I think, on the completion. Can't forget about him. Mike says, Bees, there you go. Got to feed him. Got to feed him. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to go deep. And it's, just incomplete there. Sanders tried to make the reception. It was close. It was close. Let me see a replay on that. Let me see a replay. If there's one thing the NFL has taught us, there's no such thing as great coverage. If there's great coverage, that's a flag, they usually say. I think that's good coverage, though. I will say I think that was good coverage on the play. I think that was good coverage. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Allen takes a snap. Tennessee sending 4. Allen looking, throws it. And that's Knox. And Knox, he gains about a good 3 yards on the play. So, yeah, Jackson wrapped him up. But it looks like he's a little slow to get up there. So he certainly got the worst end of that one. I mean, Knox, he's no small guy to bring down. Yeah, medical staff is looking at Jackson right now. And again, we're in the 3rd quarter here. Tennessee is up 24-23, but Buffalo has the ball, and there's 1 minute and 59 seconds left to go. And so far on this drive, 6 plays, 31 yards, 2 minutes, 4 seconds off the clock so far. Let's see. Mike says, JB, did you get your Bojangle box? I have not. So I'm right now looking to see. I'll have to most likely have to order something else. I'm pretty sure this time of the day for us over here. So most likely they'll be closed. But man, that did suck. That did suck. Because I ordered it at least about more than 2 hours before the game. So that did suck. But you know what they say, when you can't get chicken, you may have to just settle for pizza. So that may be the move. I did get refunded for it though. So yeah, it's just wherever they said they delivered it off at, wasn't my place. Absolutely. But what a game we've got in this one. What a game. So I'll ask you this, Mike. Does this qualify as the challenge that you were looking for, Mike? Let me know. Does this qualify as the challenge that you were looking for? You know what? They're not the only one. I mean, it's just been it's been a tough week because like at my even when it came to like just at my like daytime job and all like that, they have yet to pay us. They're supposed to pay us Friday. Still haven't paid us yet. And so show up today, still nothing. They refuse to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. And so I mean, like I feel like I'm just like that running back that's like put me in, coach, and the coach won't even listen to me or something like that. I feel like Spencer Rattler right now. Like, coach, put me in. It's not happening. So it's just been very tough, very tough. So, but yeah, I'll have to find something to eat here for sure. And so, but I guess they're not Pats fans. I guess they're not. Mike says, no, this is Allen playing like garbage. And so, okay, I get you, Mike. So Mike doesn't just want a challenge. He wants someone to meet the Buffalo Bills while the Buffalo Bills are at their very best. I got you. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to go deep. He's using all that arm. That's a flag. That's a flag. That is a flag. And so great job drawing the pass interference there. I'm pretty sure that's on the defense there. So great job by Stephon Diggs. But Allen was a little off on that one. I'm not going to let that one slide, Allen. That was a little off on that pass there. So I know the arm that he has, he's fully capable of making a way better pass than that. Way better pass than that. I think Chad Pennington back in the day, he wasn't known for a big arm. He would have hit that on the money. So come on, man. I've seen him do it to Santonio Moss back in the day. I wonder which quarterback throughout the most recent, say 10, 15 years has had the weakest arm passing the ball in the NFL. Doesn't have to necessarily be a starter, but someone who's at least started a few games in the NFL. Doesn't have to currently be playing either, just someone in the last 10, 15 years. I wonder who's had the weakest quarterback arm in you guys' opinion. But let's see. Allen in the shotgun, takes it. He throws it. Uh-oh. And that's Cole Beasley. He's got a nose for the end zone. Is it a touchdown? Oh, they're saying just shy? Show us a replay. Show us a replay. We want a replay. That's a touchdown. And Allen tries to get it. Now, he was stopped. He was stopped on the play. They should have given it time and checked the replay because Cole Beasley was over that end zone. That was a touchdown. I'm surprised they didn't look at the replay on that. They robbed my man a touchdown. I mean, that matters to people in fantasy football. Let's see. Where am I? Let's see. Where am I? Am I that far behind in the chat? My goodness. All right, so here we go. 3rd and goal. I know they're going to punch it in the end zone now. Got the goal line out there too. Allen takes a snap. He's rolling. He's looking. He throws it. And it's caught. And that's the other tight end. Touchdown. Sweeney, good job. Good play calling, first of all. You found your other tight end, Tommy Sweeney, for the 1-yard touchdown reception. Big play there by the Buffalo Bills. Because, they were looking for the run there. Great job by Buffalo. You came out in your goal line formation. Then you had the bootleg. They had to think about the possibility of Allen possibly running. Then he found his man. And what a pass. Just got it over the diving linebacker. Now, can we get the 2-point conversion? Meanwhile, this drive, 9 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 56 seconds off the clock. Another fantastic drive by the Buffalo Bills there. So let's see. Can we get this 2-point conversion? And that's Knox with the pass. Getting a little trickery going. Okay. Not only can my man catch, he can throw too. And you get Allen with the reception there. Mike Vrabel's like, are you kidding me? Mike looks really annoyed right now. He is like, are you kidding me? Let's see. AD says, if you can't get chicken, settle for pizza. That's an old saying. There you go. That's an accurate one too. AD says that's interference. Mike says, tried and true. Colonel Sanders, 11, herbs and spices. There you go. That's how I do it in a pinch. There you go. Mike says, what a garbage throw that was from that time. He should have had a touchdown on that one. But he got the touchdown. He did get the touchdown. So great job for the Buffalo Bills to get in the end zone there. Mike says, Diggs threw its your hand again. And so there you go. So Mike says weakest arm, Sam Darnold. So Mike says Sam Darnold has the weakest arm. I have to say there's another USC quarterback that comes to mind if we're talking within the last 15, 20 years. So I can call a player who used to play. I'll say another USC Trojan comes to mind for weakest arm for me. That has to be the biggest disappointment in terms of USC quarterbacks that came out of USC, in my opinion, Matt Leinart. I had such high hopes for Matt Leinart. Meanwhile, on the return, 20, 25, 30, and he gets tripped up at about the 35-yard line of Tennessee. So all the way to the 35-yard line. What a return. These offenses, they are fully going at it in this one. Fully going at it in this one. But yeah, I think Matt Leinart had a weaker arm than Sam Darnold. I'm pretty sure that would be the case. They say 80 says, Mike, you're hard on your quarterbacks. And so, he absolutely. He expects nothing but the best. Mike says that's touchdown, but who cares? We still score. And so absolutely. And so 80 says JB Beasley. There you go. there you go. Mike says it's Allen trying. And so minimum effort out there. Minimum effort. That's about it. Let's see. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Receiver in motion. That's Julio Jones. Tannehill's looking. Buffalo sending pressure. They throw it to Henry on the screen. Henry falls forward for about a good 3 yards. So good job, 3-4 yards. So good job by Buffalo and not letting him get going. Because if you let him go on the screenplay, that's a wrap. You mess with put points on the board. But there you have it. That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter here. So at the end of the 3rd, Buffalo is up 31-24. What a game we've got. But Tennessee, they have the ball with an opportunity to come out here and possibly tie it all up. Mike makes a bold statement. He says, Tommy Sweeney, best hand in the game. That's coming from Mike. Mike is super harsh on these people. So if Mike says it, you never know. 80 says, I hope so, Mike. 80 says, that's the Philly special. Well, they made it special there. They reinvented the wheel there. Mike says he made $258 million. That's $258 million more than me, 80s. He better be good. Mike says he better be good. Yeah. Mike is holding you up to the standard of the contract here. So when you put it like that, I get the high criticism there. I get it. And so 80 says, I hear you, Mike. I think 80s and myself said we would love to have those problems there for our respective teams right now, though. If this is an off game, we'll take it. 80 says, JB and Mike, is it too early to call OT? Hey, that seems to be the theme on these streams. When we have a close game late in the 4th, they tend to go to overtime. So I would not be the least bit shocked if it does go to overtime. I think now's a good time to update our scores here and give what do we think is going to happen the rest of the way since we're about to start the 4th quarter. Who wins this game? What's the final score? And also, if you think it goes to overtime, state that as well. Meanwhile, I've got to go through and decide what I'm going to get for pizza here. All right, let's see. Let's see, 1 second. But what a game we've got so far in this one. Let's see. Mike says, picture I ate. That is not good at football except for hands. That's Sweeney. So there you go. Picture at tight end. So Mike says, super close, I predicted, which might mean OT. Hey, it might. It might. It really might. All right, so Tennessee's got the ball at their own 40-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. Toss it to Henry. Henry's looking. Henry gets a yard on the play, so that's going to make it 3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line. And so let's see. Mike says if Papa John's not available, he says his fallback is Domino's. My fallback, if Papa John's isn't available, it's Pizza Hut for me. That's my fallback there. Let's see, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Buffalo sending forward. Tannehill throws it, and it's caught. A.J. Brown. It is good to see him targeting A.J. Brown. I feel like it's been too long. I'm glad that they settled whatever beef they may have had prior to this. Get on the same page, and let's go ahead and start getting some receptions here, guys, because it makes no sense to not throw this man the ball. I get it. You got a new shiny toy. I get it. But let's not forget about A.J. Brown and what he's meant for your career and why you're still the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans right now. Throw this man the ball. Brown in motion. They hand it to Henry. Henry up the middle. He's looking, trying to get outside there. Doesn't quite get there. That's going to be a 2-yard gain. Let's see. Mike says most won't, but I will mess with Pizza Hut. He says he will. And so we'll see what 80s has to say about Pizza Hut. But here we go, 2nd and 8. So far in this one, 16 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaging 8 yards a carry for King Henry. He's in the backfield. A.J. Brown goes in motion. Tannehill's up under center. Takes the snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. Throws it. And it's caught. A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown takes it to the 25-yard line. So A.J. Brown coming alive here. Love this. 20 yards on the reception. Absolutely love this, as it should be. 5 catches. Play action fake is when Ryan Tannehill is at his best. He's at his absolute best off that play action fake. You find out something across the middle, and that's what he does. Here we go, 1st and 10. Tannehill up under center. Henry's the back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Buffalo's moving around. Takes a snap, hands it to Henry. Henry, and he falls for a gain of about a good 3 yards on the play. That's going to be 2nd and 7 now. You never know. At any moment, Derrick Henry, he can pop off at any moment. So anytime they call a run play, you're holding your breath. You're holding your breath, and you're hoping for the best. All right, so here we go. That'll be 2nd and 7 now. Tannehill takes the snap, throws it to Henry. Henry. Oh, he stiff-armed someone there, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. And you know what that probably means. It might be on the offense, but let's see. Oh, definitely on the offense there. Holding. That's going to move him back. You can't have these penalties. This is too big a game right now if you're Tennessee. Can't have these penalties. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 17 after the penalty. So let's see if Tannehill can keep targeting my man A.J. Brown here, or maybe get Julio involved. Let's see. Tannehill, no backs in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Buffalo sending forward, throws it. It's caught by A.J. Brown. And now that you found him again, you remember how good it feels to throw him the ball. Love this. Mike says, dang it, JB, now I want Pizza Hut breadsticks. It's not a bad idea. I'm actually going to add that to my order there. Appreciate that, Mike. Good call on that one. Good call on that one. Good call on that one. Let's go with that. But here we go, 3rd and 11. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 11. Keep feeding the ball to my man A.J. Brown. Good things are happening. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. 3 seconds, they got to snap it. Snap the ball. Buffalo sending forward. Tannehill throws it, and it's caught by Julio Jones. And that's going to be a pickup of about a good 4 yards on the play, 4 or 5 yards. But it's going to be a 4th down. So now we're going to have a field goal attempt coming up. All that because of the penalty that moved them back. Penalties can change the outcome of a game. All right, so here we go. 38-yard field goal attempt on 4th down. Kick is up. And kick is good. Give those Titans 3 more points. So the score is 31-27. Buffalo still leads this one by 4 this time. But yeah, Tennessee converted on the field goal. So both kickers looking really good in this one. That's Monday Night Football for you. And overtime is still in play. I mean, it's still a possibility is what I'm saying. Let's see if it takes that route. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Mike says Edward Oliver. Let's see. 80 says, heck yeah, he'll eat him some. Okay, so there we go. We're all in agreement here. There we go. 80 says some Pizza Hut. And he says, Pizza Hut has some good wings. That they do. That they do. And so Mike says, garbage Bills pass rush tonight. And so there you go. All right, let's see while I have some time here. All right, so add that. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things to love from the menu, though. So I'm talking about the menu here. We've got a great game going on. I'm talking about the menu here. That goes to show I'm hungry. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Not sure if I already said this one or not, but Mike says garbage Bills pass rush tonight. So yeah, I mean that pass rush isn't getting there like what I thought it would. Like I thought it would be whenever they do pass the ball. But obviously they've got a lot on their mind with Derrick Henry. So anytime you play fake, Derrick Henry's gonna get the first nod in terms of looking to see if he's gonna actually get the ball. All right, so next Monday night will be the Saints and the Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks are getting a lot of primetime games without Russ. I hear that Cam Newton, I think that he's been someone that's been considered for the Seattle Seahawks. We'll see if something does happen, but at least it's been a consideration. When did Dawson Knox get hurt? All right, so here we go. First and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line, out of the shotgun. Three receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He throws it. And it's caught. That's Stephon Diggs. Diggs picks up about a good 6 yards on the play. Mike says Cam Newton could get me interested in the Seahawks again, especially if we're talking about a primetime matchup. But hey, my man Gino, as long as he feeds DK Metcalf the ball, that's all I can ask. Ooh, what a tip! But Allen, the flex, a great job by Allen to having the whereabouts is to locate the ball and just knock it down. Just knock it down. Let's see. Mike says that he is sick of them, and so you're sick of the Seahawks. Oh my, he is sick of the Seahawks. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 4. You've got 4 receivers on the play, one back in the backfield next to Josh Allen. Titans send 4. He throws it, and it's caught. That's Stephon Diggs. And Diggs, I mean, he had him boxed out on the play. Great job by Diggs staying in front, getting the reception. But there is a penalty. He was all over him. So let's see if they call a defensive pass interference here. On the defense, penalties decline. And Mike says, Allen, that's ridiculous. So there you go. You heard it from Mike. All right, here they go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Allen's looking. Tennessee sending forward. He's got time. They got him by the leg. They sacked him. What a sack. Oh, man. Just when you think he's going to be able to step up, the guy breaks free and gets him for the sack. That's a big sack there. Big sack. Big sack. You got to check that one down to your back. You had your tight end wide open. What we doing? Allen, tight end wide open. What we doing? Just look to the right. He wide open. I learned that a long time ago in Madden. You just take what the defense gives you on that play. Mike's not impressed. He says Allen is being foolish out there. 2nd and 17. We're in the 4th quarter. There's still 8 minutes and 38 seconds to go. And so Jackson, that's the injured player on the play. And yeah, they're going to help him off the field here. Tough day for the Titans secondary. I mean, a lot of guys going down. I know early in this one, Caleb Farley, he went down as well. So a lot of secondary guys out for Tennessee right now. All right, here we go. 2nd and 17. Takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Tennessee sending forward. Allen steps up. Allen's going deep. Look at that pass. Oh, almost picked off. Wow. Wow. Allen. Wow. Almost picked off. I guess Allen says he's used to the game being over by this point in the 4th quarter. He tried to hit Emmanuel Sanders on that one, but I mean, great job by the secondary of Tennessee. I know they're short a couple guys, but they were ready for that one. Oh, he went up with it, just could not come down with it. Maybe his own man might have messed him up on that interception attempt, but man, there we go. Let's see what Josh Allen does here. It's 3rd and 17. Will he take another deep shot? Allen takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He's looking. He's going deep again. Out of bounds, not even close. Not even close. That's out of bounds. So Buffalo will have to punt the ball. That's a big stop there for the Tennessee Titans, especially with all the injuries that they have in the secondary. Somehow, some way, they find a way. They get a sack, move them back, and then they don't allow anything deep. It's like I always say, nothing deep, nothing cheap. Don't let it happen. And that's what Tennessee did. Mike says, Allen, you got jokes, garbage. And so that's what Mike says about this one. Buffalo's about to punt the ball. Let's see. Punt's on the way. Close to being blocked on that one. Let's see if woo! What? Oh my! Was it his own teammate that ran into him? I'm guessing so. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 30. And there goes that man, Derrick Henry. The whole city on his back. Can he come up with something special here? Late in this one, there's 8 minutes and 1 second left to go in this one. These are certainly the games that late in the season, this matchup right here, when it comes to like playoff push and stuff and seeding in the playoffs, in which I fully expected both of these teams, to be in that playoff, when it's all said and done. But in terms of seeding, these are the kind of games that make a difference. If Tennessee can find a way to win, that could go a long way. If Buffalo wins, that goes a long way as well. These are the kind of games that's going to matter late in the year when we're talking about playoff seeding in the AFC. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And it's not too late, guys. Anybody that's watching, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button. If you're somebody that's new, definitely make sure that you do subscribe to the channel so that way you guys can stay up to date. When I do all these live streams as well as sports content when I do post them as well. So definitely make sure you guys do subscribe. And also, if you're somebody that's watching and you're enjoying it and you're on YouTube, do make sure that, guys, if you want to let us know who you're rooting for in this one in the live chat, you're more than welcome to join us here in the live chat for sure. Or if you have another favorite team, you just want to tell us who your favorite team is, let us know that as well. But appreciate you guys so much for coming through and supporting the channel. But things are very interesting right now. I mean, on the day, you look at Josh Allen. He's 31 of 42, 283 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's been sacked 3 times for 18 yards. He's lost 18 yards in those sacks. He's also has 7 carries for 21 yards as well. You look at Ryan Tannehill, 13 of 24, 158 yards through the air. No touchdown passes, but 1 interception. He does have a touchdown on the ground, which he had 1 carry for 4 yards. King Henry, 17 carries for 131 yards, averaging 7.7 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. If the Titans are going to win, they're going to need for him to get 3, maybe 4 touchdowns on the ground, you would have to think, in this one. Titans have found a way to awake A.J. Brown as well. 6 receptions, 69 yards. That bodes well for him. Julio Jones has 3 receptions for 59 yards. Meanwhile, Buffalo as a team has 20 carries for 73 yards on the ground. All right, receiver goes in motion. Tannehill up under center. Henry's the back in the backfield. Buffalo's moving guys on the line. It looks like they're showing a little pressure off that left end. A.J. Brown goes in motion. Tannehill up under center, takes a snap, hands it to Henry. Henry, and he's going to fall for gains about, this ain't no gain on the play. Probably gain about half a yard. Second down coming up. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Tannehill on the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. 5 wide. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's moving. He throws it, and it's caught. That's going to be a first down for the Titans. A gain of about 14 yards on the play. Let's see. In 80s, he seems like he's seeing about enough right now from Buffalo. Let's see. Yeah, he wants Buffalo to tighten up. Now it's the time. This is where games will win and lose here in the 4th quarter. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Tannehill up under center. We've got 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Tight end goes in motion. Henry's the back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Fakes it to Henry. Tannehill's looking. Tannehill throws it, and it's caught. A.J. Brown. Look at A.J. Brown out there, guys, at Buffalo 34. It's moments like this that make me so proud to have him on the fantasy team, and I'm glad I didn't give him up for nothing. Oh, yeah, King Henry. He brought those guys up on that play fake. And that's why your boy Tannehill is so good when on off the play action fake over the last couple years. Because when you have a guy like Henry in the backfield, my goodness. One back in the backfield. Now the emotional fullback back there. Tannehill up under center, takes a snap, tosses it to Henry. And Henry still on his feet. And Henry's brought down. That's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. So here we go, 2nd and 11. Oh, man, just my luck. Pizza Hut is closed right now where I'm at. Why did they close so early? It makes no sense. Here we go, 2nd and 11. 4th quarter, 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Tannehill out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Buffalo, they send 5. He throws it, and it's caught. That's going to be 3rd and 6 now. Ball at the Buffalo 30-yard line. Mike says Edmonds out of position a lot. He's not liking what he's seeing. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun. No backs in the backfield now. Let's see if Buffalo sends any pressure here. Tannehill takes a snap. Buffalo sends 4. Tannehill has time. He throws it. It's complete. I mean, wow, talking about the man wide open here. I mean, what are we doing, Buffalo? What are we doing? Let's see. 80 says another first down. Crap. There you go. I mean, yeah. You got to help the offense out. This is big for both teams right now. Big for both teams. You got to keep utilizing Henry, though, if you're Tennessee. Keep utilizing Henry right now. Up under center. Henry's the back in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it to Henry. Henry, he's got some speed. Uh-oh. Look at him. He gains about 9, almost 10 yards. Wasn't enough for the first. They're saying he's a yard shy. '80 says another first down. Here we go. 2nd and 1. Mike says 0 deep pass rush, JB. Absolutely, man. I mean, hey, me and you should suit up right now for them and provide that pass rush. 10 up under center. Watch out for King Henry. They hand it to the back. Henry. Oh, look at that. Touchdown, Titans. Look at that. Derrick Henry right down the middle. This is what he does. This is what he does. You always have to watch out for the home run with this man. This is what he does. 13 yards. Give the Titans the lead again. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. Let's see if they get the extra point. But if they get the extra point, we're looking at a 3-point game here. Mike says Edmonds out of position. 80 says, damn him, damn King Henry. Meanwhile, the extra point attempt is up. And it is. Yep, that's good. That's good. Mike says, I would say odds swinging towards Titans. Would you agree, JB? I think we're heading towards overtime. I think we are heading towards overtime in this one. That's what I'm thinking. I think we're going towards overtime, honestly. I think Buffalo is going to end up moving the ball, but not necessarily scoring. And I think they're going to end up kicking a field goal. And I think this game goes to overtime. Now, once it goes to overtime, it depends on who gets the ball first. Who gets the ball first? Right now, I would say the odds probably would be Titans 53, like Bills 47 right now. But I think it goes to overtime. Who gets the ball first? Let's see. 80 says, JB's a Titans fan. Come on, 80s. You know better than that. 80 says, field goal ties it. Not after what the Titans did to my Patriots. The last time we had Tom Brady, they gave him the last loss he had as a Patriot. But I've got no beef with them either. I wanted a good game, so this is a win for me here. This is a win for me. I wanted a good game in this one. Obviously, want to see the Bills come through for Mike and all like that. But the fact that we had a good game, an entertaining one, I am satisfied. But look at Tennessee this fourth quarter. They've outscored Buffalo in this fourth quarter 10-0. And so Buffalo's going to have to find a way to at least get a field goal here in the fourth quarter to take this to overtime, and then they'll have to stop the Titans from scoring. But they've awoken A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, he's got 7 receptions, 91 yards in this one. He's been pretty quiet this season. So A.J. Brown finally coming to life. That's a good sign right there. Is it good enough for me to start him next time they play in fantasy football? Probably not. But at some point in the future, I can see that happening. Okay, let's see. I mean, look at all. I mean, there was a lot of lead changes. I will say that. A lot of lead changes, a lot of scoring, but also some defensive plays are being made as well. All right, we're going to get a return. Let's see 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He could go all the way. There is a penalty, but we're going to ignore that right now. McKenzie all the way for a touchdown. But there is that flag on the play. Such a big flag. You got to hate penalties, man. Shelby, who's the corporate responsible for this one? Oh, such a big penalty. Such a big penalty. That's why you go out there and block. You never know. You make that block and you don't hold, that's a touchdown. That's on you. That's on you. Mike says Henry is the Bills' kryptonite. 80 says Bills return the kick. And so, absolutely. But here we go. Allen and company taking over. Let's see. 1st and 10. Ball currently at the 18-yard line. Takes a snap. He's looking. Allen's going deep. And he has a completion. And that is Emmanuel Sanders. Great catch by Sanders there. Feel like he still could have led him on that play, but great catch nonetheless by Sanders. They are going against a lot of the corners that probably wouldn't be in those positions if not for the injuries. Allen in the shotgun, 4 wide, takes a snap. Tennessee sending 4. And we've got a catch by Zach Moss, and that's going to be a pickup of about 12 yards on the play. So ball's at the Tennessee 39-yard line. Here we go, 1st and 10. All right, that's going to be a 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning here. This game's separated by 3 points. And right now, Buffalo has the ball down by 3 at the Tennessee 39-yard line. 1st and 10, 2-minute warning. This is going to be one heck of a finish here. One heck of a finish. Mike says, oh, Sanders is on the team. Mike. Sanders has 5 catches for 91 yards. And in this one, he's averaging 18.2 yards a catch in this game. So is he on the team? You best believe he's on the team. You best believe it. 80 says, should the Bills take their time? Right now, with 2 minutes, definitely don't utilize any, like any timeouts or anything like that yet. Definitely do take your time because you don't want to leave any time for Tennessee to respond and stuff like that. But at the same time, keep doing what you're doing to move the ball. Like, keep moving the ball. Just, when you get first downs and you get lined up, make sure you run down the play clock some. But you got to focus on getting in the end zone at this point. You play All right, so it looks like I am back here. Sorry about that. Had some connection issues over here. So yeah, definitely let me know if you guys are still here. Meanwhile, we've got a 7-yard completion to Cole Beasley. That's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball at the Tennessee 32-yard line. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. Allen out of the shotgun. 4 wide. Allen's looking. Allen's on the run. Allen throws it. And it is caught by Davis. Look at Davis all the way to about the 12-yard line of Tennessee. All right, so 80 says nice throw. And so, yeah, I apologize if you guys seem like, I don't know what you guys seen on your end. But, yeah, I lost connection here for a couple minutes there, but glad to be back up here. So, yeah, glad to see that. But, yeah, let me know if you guys are able to hear this right now. And so, let's see. Here we go. 1st and 10. Zach Moss carries the ball. Gains a couple yards there. It's going to be 2nd down. Let's see. All right, so Mike says lost connection. All right, so 80 says I'm good. All right, perfect. That works. Let's see. What did I miss? All right, so they're saying that Julio Jones has been ruled out the rest of the night with a hamstring injury. And I think somebody tried to trade me Julio Jones. I was like, heck no. I turned that down. I would turn that down. But here we are, 44 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Mike says, I'm sorry, guys. Embarrassing. And so, I mean, it happens. Believe me, it happens. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun. Allen takes a snap. Tennessee sending forward. Allen's looking. He throws it up there. Incomplete. That was going to be incomplete right there. This is a big 3rd down. This is the difference possibly between Buffalo outright trying to win it or at least one of these teams having to win it in regulation or going to overtime. So this is huge. Huge right here on 3rd and 6. Let's see what happens. This is big. Big for both teams. Julio was playing, but he's now out. He's been ruled out. 4 seconds. Allen takes a snap. Allen's looking. He's going to run. He's trying to run all the way. Let's see if Allen can do it. He goes airborne. Did he get it? Did he get it? Did he get it? The clock is still running. Oh, they're saying he's short. And your airness, he does it at least once a game, it seems like. A dangerous throw. Mike says, Air Allen, there you go. Mikey is airborne Allen. There you go. So Josh Allen said, I'll do it myself. And went airborne, and they're saying he's short. How many Buffalo's got 2 timeouts? Do you consider? Oh, they're gonna go for it. It looks like. I like it. Play to win. Let's see what happens. Titans call the timeout. Gotta think about everything here. This is huge. So they're gonna roll the dice. It looks like. All right, this is it. This is what it all comes down to. Monday Night Football. Who's going to get it? Who wants it more? 4th and 1. Allen in the shotgun. 4 receivers on the plate. Titans got the goal line defense. He goes for the snap. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. I don't think he got it. He didn't get it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a stop by the Titans defense. Mike says never kick. 80 says, would JB and Mike go for the field goal? If I know the results that I know now, yes, but I probably would have went for it too. I would have went for it too. Wow, he did not get that. Mike says kicking this for punts. Well, if you kick it, you at least go to overtime here. That hurts. But Mike says he plays to win the game. 80 says, oh no. Says he's speechless. That is a shock. I would not have thought it would have came down to this. A defensive stop by the Titans. You're telling me 4th and 1? Wow. That's the NFL for you. That's the NFL for you. And so Cam comes out of nowhere and he says, yes, thank you for joining the stream. Better late than never. But yes, what a stop here. That is huge. That hurts right there. That hurts. That hurts. So Tennessee will have to take 2 knees on this one probably. They take a knee here. Buffalo's going to, let's see, Buffalo called a timeout. No need to. This one's a wrap. So this is it. This is game finalized. The Tennessee Titans came through. They were large underdogs by many people's minds in this one in terms of losing. A lot of people expected for them to lose this one. Coach McDermott's like, I ain't got time to shake your hands. I didn't talk to these referees. That's what he says. But yeah, what a game this was. King Henry, 20 carries, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. I hate to look at my fantasy football team. That means I probably this was a terrible loss this week. Not even gonna look. But yeah, absolutely, Mike. Yeah, Mike, man, this was a tough one, Mike. Hate to see that happen for you, Mike. Know you wanted your team to come through there, and you expect a lot more from your team. I did too, but man, they fell short here. But maybe this is the wake-up call they need to get their act back together. Who knows? Mike says, it's all good. Every player played like garbage. Mike says, thanks, however, 80. And so 80 says, what were you saying to the referee? He was telling the referee, meet him in the parking lot after the game. He was telling him where he was parked at and where he can meet him. He said, meet him in the parking lot after the game. That's what he was telling them, 80s. That's what Coach McDermott was saying. He said, give him about 40 minutes. He'll meet him there. Of course, Mike, of course. Believe me, we've seen my team lose quite a few tough ones. So 80 says anytime, Mike. I know Bills Mafia is going to be very upset. So don't listen to the radio. Don't listen to him. And so that's what he's telling the referee. He's like, give me about 40 minutes. This is where you can meet me at. And you're going to find me and the remaining Bills Mafia that did travel on the road. We're going to meet you there. And so that's what he's saying. He's saying, bring your own ice. Bring your own ice. You're going to need it. But, man, what a win for the Tennessee Titans, though, in this one. Derrick Henry, he played outstanding. 3 touchdowns. Ryan Tannehill didn't get a touchdown through the air, but he did get one through the ground. Finally got A.J. Brown going, and they won. So Mike says, you can't defeat Henry. Henry's making his case now. He's making his case. He went head-to-head with Allen. These are the kind of things you need to consider when you're talking about the MVP conversation at the end of the year. These type of performances head-to-head, that matters. That matters. But, yeah, guys, definitely still got to figure out this whole food situation here for me. So, yeah, I'm about to wrap the stream up here as well. But Mike says single-handed every time. Every time. So 80 says, good night, off the bed. I'm hungry since my Bojangles didn't show up. The mockery here, guys. But, yeah, absolutely. took the words out of my mouth here. But yeah, remember, tomorrow night we will have a stream. It will be basketball, NBA, Bucks, Nets, season opener. So do make sure you guys do tune in for that one. Thank you guys for coming out and joining me. If you're someone that's not subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. I'm telling you, we do these play-by-plays, and we have so much fun doing it, and we learn so much from each other. And hey, we talk about a lot of different sports things as well during these streams as well. But see you guys later. Thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and get to the rest of these comments here. And so now 80s is just messing with me here. Let's see. Jay says, hell of a game. Yeah, thank you for coming through, Jay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And so Mike says, later, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Take care, guys. Absolutely. You guys have a great night. And hey, tomorrow's Tuesday. We'll have a stream on Tuesday. So that should be a good one. So yeah, absolutely. Good night. Take care, you guys. And yeah, see you guys next time. About to end the stream now.